broadcast team.
The Berkeley Post 14 Hornets camera crew is Alec Epperson, Kyler High. Back in the studio, Nick Verzolini, as today it is Spring Mills hosting the Martinsburg Bulldogs. Trip should be a good one. Looking forward to seeing these two teams here tonight.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing it. It's been a while since we've been here and seen some EPAC baseball, but it's here. As usual, it's March. It's a little windy, but we're playing. The sun's out, and season's off to a start here. Seen a lot of our EPAC teams already, a lot of victories under their belt here. A great showing this week, so looking forward to see Jacob Cumley and Grant Henderson go at it here tonight against these two lineups.
Oh, there we go. Accidentally lost some audio, but our coaches interviews, brought to you by Trips Flooring. Not sure where to go, who to trust with your flooring needs. Call Trips Flooring at 304-229-7009 or online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
Here with the Martinsburg Bulldog head coach Aaron Bowler. Aaron Bowler, your first game of the year here. You coming off a 33-4 season in the state run last year, but this team here is a little different. A lot of underclassmen, a lot of young guys coming in with not a tremendous amount of varsity experience. What can you tell us about this team?
Well, I think anytime you have a good program, you're going to lose kids every year, and you're going to expect JV kids from the previous year to step up and fill those roles. I think we only have 2 kids in the lineup today that started varsity last year or played varsity. I think 3 if you count Grant Henderson, who was split player all year. So we're young, and it's a little bit different feel this year because last year the target was kind of on our back, and this year it's not, except in our own eyes, where we feel that we have to always meet the standard. So I think the kids have been working really hard. They know what the expectation is, and that doesn't change.
So, weeks working up to this, you have a lot of young guys, and has the preparation changed over the fall and then into the spring this year?
Yeah, I think each year is different. Last year with the group that we had coming back, we felt like we could practice twice and be ready to play, and this year was like you couldn't have enough practice. You know what I mean? Every year is kind of different. We've had that year before, but like I said, they've been working really hard. Our coaches do a great job with them, and there's going to be some butterflies out there tonight with the young kids making their first varsity start. We're going to start a sophomore catcher and a sophomore third baseman and a whole bunch of kids that haven't played varsity before. And as you know, EPAC Friday night's a little bit different level baseball, so it's going to be real key for us to kind of settle in early and for Grant to give us a chance.
So you mentioned Grant. Grant's going on the mound tonight. Grant's a young man who had a lot of JV innings last year. Didn't see a lot of varsity experience, but grew up a lot over the summer and the fall. What do you want to tell us about him tonight?
Well, I talked with Grant last year, and on a typical team, he would have been varsity on any team in the EPAC last year. Just the way it worked out for us with how many kids we had. To get innings, he had to pitch JV. But, he looks great. The arm looks fresh. The stage isn't going to be too big for him. We got all the confidence in the world in Grant Henderson tonight to give us a great chance to win.
You got you have Christian Alter, who's returned. You have a young man came in, Jacob Blosser, who's an upperclassman. And so what can you say about the leadership on this team from these returning guys?
Yeah, I think Christian and Jake and RJ and all those seniors have done a great job of leading. And, we kind of talk, there's going to be ups and downs in baseball, and their job is to make sure that they help us fight through those ups and downs. And we can't get too low and can't get too high, all the cliches you say there. But, no, this team has worked really, really hard. It's got great leadership, great preparation, and now we just hope it shows on the field tonight.
If you had one word to describe this team, what would it be?
Inexperienced. We're inexperienced, and that's going to show at times. And like I just told you, we got to fight through it. So we're inexperienced, but we have a great group, and we're excited to get going.
Good luck tonight, Coach.
Thanks, Trip.
Here with Spring Mills head coach Bradley Bear. Bradley, 2 big wins on the road this week. Want to tell us a little bit about that before we start about tonight's game?
Yeah, I mean, it was a good trip, about a 3-hour bus trip, but we handled it well. Like, the guys came with high energy. I think we had 21 hits, scored 20 runs, something like that. Pitching through well, executed well, just all around good baseball for 2 games.
Yeah, I looked at the stat line. You guys tore the baseball up, run the base paths well. You won. You beat Lewis County in all facets of the game. You free bases. You didn't walk a lot of guys. You took walks. You got guys around the base, put pressure on their defense, forced them into errors, and looked like you guys had an all-around great outing there.
Yeah, man, it was great. Like I said, it just top to bottom. Like, I mean, honestly, we played 2 games and we hit 1 through 12 for much of the entire time. I think we threw 4 arms. All guys came in there, did the jobs. I mean, I think we had probably 90%, first hitter out there. First pitch strikes were great. I mean, just not a lot of errors. Just executing what we're supposed to do, moving up on bases, just really good baseball.
So the last time you faced this Martinsburg team, they were on a run to the state tournament. They had returned a tremendous amount of talent this year. Looks like they're going to start 2 of those guys back and put 7 guys out there. Tables turned a little bit. You guys are returning a tremendous amount of talent, and these guys, we noticed a lot of names even since they were freshmen been out here. So you're returning a tremendous amount of varsity talent, and so what do you think about your chances here tonight?
I mean, we always feel good, man. It's, like I said, we got 7 guys coming back fraternity-wise. I mean, like, a great leader on the mound. As a senior, we trust him the most. We got a freshman in the lineup, which is honestly, he's a great athlete too. It's honestly, these guys are working hard all year, man. And like I say, man, everybody's 0-0 right now, right? Everybody's a new season, new year. We'll see how it goes.
So Jacob Cumley on the mound. What can we expect to see out of him tonight?
He's going to do well.
He's going to do well. All right. Well, good luck tonight, Coach, and hope to see you here after the game.
Thanks, Rip.
Alrighty, that was our coaches' interviews brought to you by Trips Flooring. Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring needs? Call Trips Flooring at 304-229-7009 or online at tripsfloorstanding.com. Take a 2-minute break. On the other side of that 2-minute break, we'll have more of the Hagerstown Ford pregame show. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 back in 2 minutes.
In the market for a new vehicle? Then look no further than CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg and CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg, all in one convenient location. We have hundreds of new and used vehicles available, so you'll be sure to find exactly what you're looking for. And with CMA's Love It or Leave It promise and our lifetime powertrain warranty, you can buy with confidence. Visit us online at CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg.com and CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg.com, where owners just care more.
Most insurance companies see you as a claim number. Most law firms see you as a case file. When their top priority is their bottom line, you only get a fraction of the attention that you deserve. At the law firm of Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, it's personal. We listen to our clients to see the whole picture, because every part of you is important. For a team built on relationships and results, call Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson at 304 Lawyers, or visit us at burkeandschultz.com.
The future doesn't wait. Why should you? Blue Ridge Community and Technical College offers over 60 degree and certificate programs in education, IT, culinary arts, engineering, and so much more. Small class sizes, flexible schedules with evening and online classes, affordable tuition, plus financial aid is available to those who qualify. Now you can go to college. Visit us online at blueridgectc.edu. That's blueridgectc.edu. Stop waiting and enroll today.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanic Insurance Companies. For over a century, we have been dedicated to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. We specialize in auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Our products are backed with personal, hands-on service. You can trust us to protect what matters most to you. For all of your insurance needs, there's Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies.
We welcome you back here to Spring Mills High School as we are concluding warm-ups, it looks like, for Martinsburg. I believe Spring Mills already warmed themselves up as well. So almost game time for opening day for the Bulldogs so far already for Spring Mills. They are 2-0 on the season, as you kind of just heard from Tripp during his coach's interview, talking about that doubleheader that they got those wins in. So, any other thoughts here before we get our starting lineups, Tripp, as to what you hope to see from both these ball clubs here today?
Well, I think tonight, anytime, even though Spring Mills did, grind out about 20 hits against Lewis County. I think tonight you're going to see Jacob Cumley and Grant Henderson settle in, early here in the season and have a good outing. I don't think we're going to see a real high-scoring game, at least not early in the game. And it's going to be fun to watch these two teams. It's going to be fun to watch the inexperienced kids, see how they handle their first EPAC varsity game. And and we've seen Sweeney and Eichelberger and the likes of Anders and Schwartz and Trumpauer and Butts and Wysocki, all those guys. With those names have been in this lineup for years, and each year they come up a little bit short. And this year they seem to have a lot going for them. Have Mr. Anderson there coming in to coach, and a young freshman in there as DH. So, they look like they look the part in the warm-ups, and look like they're going to play well and fight for maybe a sectional spot here this year in the EPAC.
An early EPAC game between these two. Let's now get today's starting lineups, which are brought to you by Flora Pools. Make every day better with a hot tub or swimming pool. Flora Pools has locations in Martinsburg, Chambersburg, and Hagerstown. First for the visitors, the Martinsburg Bulldogs, coached by Aaron Byler. Leading off for the Bulldogs and playing at second base is number 7, Christian Alter. Batting in the 2-hole for the Bulldogs, pitcher today, number 4, Grant Henderson. Batting third and playing at shortstop, number 27, Jameer Brown. Batting fourth and playing in right field, number 23, Malachi Green. Batting fifth in left field is number 14, Jacob Blosser. Batting sixth at first base, number 9, Bradley Loper. Batting seventh, designated hitter for today, number 18, Braden Armolt. He'll be DHing for the catcher, number 5, Braden Fox. Batting eighth, third baseman, number 10, Silas Zarnecki. And batting ninth and in center field, number 11, R.J. Brown. That is your starting lineup for the Martinsburg Bulldogs. Now for the homestanding Spring Mills Cardinals, coming in 2-0 on the season. Leading off for the Cardinals, the shortstop, number 5, Bryce Anders. Batting second and playing in center field, number 3, Keelan Curry. Batting third, right fielder, number 17, J.P. Sweeney. Batting fourth at first base, number 12, Ryland Schwartz. Batting fifth, catcher, number 4, Aiden Eichelberger. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, number 7, Jake Anderson. Batting seventh at third base, number 9, Landon Trumpauer. Batting eighth, the left fielder, number 1, Bradley Butts. Batting ninth, the second baseman, number 10, Tristan Wysocki. Pitching today for Spring Mills is number 6, Jacob Cumley, and that is your starting lineups for both teams. Martinsburg in the all-road black uniforms here this Friday night, getting ready for the Friday night lights. On the other side, Spring Mills in the home blue uniforms with the red numbers outlined in white, the tricolor red and white hats, and the white home pants for the Cardinals as well. Step aside, take a 2-minute break. On the other side of that 2-minute break, we'll return with either more pregame coverage or first pitch. We'll see how things go here as we're getting a bit of a late start. But this is West Virginia High School Baseball and Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
Hey, it's Cody from Cody's Auto Body.
You're a potty mouth.
But we do a really great job fixing cars after an accident.
I know, but you're still a potty mouth.
I'm possibly the best friend you could ever have.
You are, but potty mouth.
If you need your car repaired, come to Cody's Auto Body, located at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. Because that's Cody's with a T for f***ing trust.
See? Potty mouth.
Leave me alone.
The Larry DeMarco team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results is proud to be a gold-level sponsor for the 28th Annual Eastern Panhandle Home Show. If you're looking for a home in the tri-state, then come and visit us at our booth, which spans from number 35 to 36 inside the Martinsburg Roundhouse, just to the left of the west entrance. This year's home show will take place on Saturday, March 29th and Sunday, March 30th. We hope to see you at the Roundhouse for the 28th Annual Eastern Panhandle Home Show.
At Carter Myers Automotive, what we do today will tomorrow become what we've done. That's why Owners Just Do More no longer defines us. Our work is never done because what we live by doesn't have a finish line. We care. Our company of owners is moving lives forward every day by finding more ways to care before, during, and after your purchase. Because when you're happy, so are we. Carter Myers Automotive. Proud to be the owners who just care more.
The thing I'm most passionate about with my clients is that 95% of them that come to me, they've never been in trouble in their lives. They've got careers, promising futures, things that matter.
So thankfully, after it was all said and done, I had no DUI and I had no more stress facing me or my family.
When you're on the fence whether to hire a DUI attorney, I always say that you really cannot afford not to. My name is Harley Wagner. My law practice has been exclusively focused on driving under the influence cases throughout the state of West Virginia.
3 seconds. We welcome you back here to Spring Mills High School as the lineup cards being exchanged now between our umpire crews as well as Spring Mills head coach Bradley Barrett and Martinsburg head coach Aaron Byler. So a little bit behind schedule as we said. So see here, it's both teams now, or both coaches for the teams head back to their dugouts on each respected side, and Spring Mills will take the field. Get our starting battery brought to you by Cody's Auto Body at 851 Wilson Street, Martinsburg. Call them at 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook pages. On the mound doing the pitching today for the Spring Mills Cardinals is number 6, Jacob Cumley, and behind the plate doing the catching, number 4, Aiden Eichelberger. So far in the 2 games played, Jacob Cumley was able to get 1 inning pitched in that double header. You saw him get a save in that one, so he had 2 walks but struck out the side, so stranded 2 on base with that as well. And we'll see how he does in his first start here tonight against the Bulldogs as Alter, Henderson, Brown, the 1-2-3 guys, due up obviously here in the top of the first.
Yeah, Jacob, last year, early in the season, Jacob Cumley came, within a couple outs of actually giving Martinsburg an early season loss and a 4-2 Martinsburg win there. We've seen him come out of the gate throwing really, really well, and we're expecting big things out of him, and then he unfortunately came up a little bit lame with his arm, and it saddled him for the most of the season. So, he has taken the steps there to get himself healthy, and it looks like, hopefully he'll have a great senior year here and stay healthy for this Spring Mills team. And Coach Bradley Barrett spoke really highly of him, and said he had a great leader out there on the mound. And unfortunately, we didn't get to see a lot of him last year, like I said. So looking forward to seeing a lot of Jacob Cumley this year and watching him pitch this game here.
Also, for those tuned in on TV 10 or WRNR TV on YouTube, apologize. The wind's messing with our brand new fence cameras here tonight, doing the best we can with those. So just got to hang tight with us, and we'll give you our best description as possible, obviously, since we're also on radio. Top of the first inning is brought to you by Brown Funeral Home and Cremation. Robert Fields and Sons, proudly serving our area since 1880. I'm Colin McLaughlin, alongside me, Tripp Tobin, Alec Epperson running our production here on site. Kyler High running our camera, and back at the studio is Nick Verzolini as we get ready for first pitch, which is brought to you by the Mirius Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors, John Everson and Phil McCoy. Stop by 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg or give them a call at 304-263-4343.
As we approach first pitch here, give you a quick update. Musselman's up on South Hagerstown, the top of 7th, 12-4. And looks like Greenbrier East is 1 run better than Hedgeville at the moment. They're winning the game 3-2. And it is in the top of the 4th. So both EPAC teams here, a couple EPAC teams here in action tonight, along with this EPAC matchup.
So there you go. First pitch coming right at 7:10, and that's swung on and missed by Alter for strike 1 as we are underway. Cumley's pitch upstairs for a ball. Count now 1-1 to Alter.
Windy night, tough on pitcher and batter here. Hands are cold in the batter. The pitcher feels like he's, pitching against the wind all the time, and the wind's moving the ball around. Just not a great weather to pitch in.
This one sent down to left field, but foul for strike 2.
Christian Alter way out in front of that pitch there. 1-2 count. He's aggressive here early in the count as the senior here on this team last year. Hit the ball really, really well for Martinsburg. Play that right field and see what he can do here in a two-strike approach against Jacob Cumley.
A 1-2 pitch, way high. It slipped out of the hands of Cumley for ball 2.
Yeah, that ball, again, cold. Makes it cold in the wind, makes that ball slippery and slick. And he's got a new ball there. That was a curveball that just got away from him and almost ended up here in the net here by the game stream camera.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff batter for Martinsburg is Cumley's pitch. Softly grounded by Alter to the shortstop Anders, who charges in but can't pick it up. So a leadoff error results in Alter taking first.
A good two-strike approach here. Cumley did come with looked like a little bit of a slider there on the outside part of the plate. Christian Alter just protected the plate there. Had kind of a half swing protecting the plate there. Just almost could have been a single maybe. Could have been an infield single. It's going to be a close play at first, but unfortunately going to have to give the error because the ball was booted. But he charged, caught it right there at the lip. Unfortunately, wasn't able to come up with it clean.
So now batting for Martinsburg, the pitcher Grant Henderson, with the runner on first now after the error. And Henderson squares to bunt, puts it to the left of the pitcher's mound. Trumpauer ready for it, scoops it up, does the third baseman, throws to first for the out. But on the sacrifice, Alter heads to second safely.
Great job by Trumpauer because that ball was bunted really well. Got past the pitcher actually, and into that area there on the other side of the left side of the mound. Trumpauer come across there quickly, making that play.
So 1 down now. Runner in scoring position at second here in the top of the first for Martinsburg is now batting the shortstop, Amir Brown. Cumley looks at the runner behind him. Here's the pitch, and that's a breaking ball low for ball 1 to Brown.
Rick Alderton behind the plate. Jeff King out in the field here for tonight's matchup as our umpires.
Cumley sets, checks the runner again behind him, and we get a time called by the batter in Brown.
Jameer's another young man last year. Started off pretty hot. He had a couple of injuries there. Come off the mound, had an injury, and so didn't get to see a tremendous amount of him till the end of the season at times.
A 1-0 pitch catches the outside part of the plate for a strike. Count now even at 1-1 to Brown.
He was a staple in that lineup and certainly was a big part of the reason why Martinsburg made it to that state tournament last year as well.
Cumley sets on the rubber. 1-1 pitch coming, and off speed, but stays inside. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Brown.
Martinsburg doing a good job of being aggressive on strikes, with Alter, and then now we're seeing a sacrifice, a little more patience out of Jameer.
Jameer grounds this one foul on the third base side, and out of play. Count now 2-2 to Brown.
Spring Mills already having a big day in the Scholastics with a big win at the state tournament today with the basketball team.
Yeah, dominating win for the Spring Mills boys basketball team. They will be in the state championship tomorrow.
Spring Mills Athletics.
Been a good season for them. They were runners-up in football. Boys basketball had a good year. Girls basketball made a appearance at states, but unfortunately lost in the first round. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Brown. 1 out runner on second. Pitch from Cumley in the dirt, but Eichelberger keeps it in front of him. Count now full, though, to Brown. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
At the moment, looks like Cumley's just kind of guiding, trying to guide the pitch there, not really just letting it go or trusting himself at the moment. Maybe just a early season, maybe a little bit of jitters here, or just, again, like I say, trying to grip that cold, baseball here in this weather.
Payoff pitch to Brown. That's grounded over to the second baseman. Isaki gets it, throws to first for out number 2. Alter on the play, advances to third.
Great pitch by Cumley. Challenged Jameer Brown there. A hard fastball away and down, and that was just a great location. Jameer had to put it in play. He slapped it to the right side. Did move the runner up, and so it was a great matchup there between Cumley and Jameer there early in the game.
So now batting the right fielder in green as the lefty up the bat in the 4 spot. Cumley rocks and throws the first pitch. And that's a big swing and a miss from Green for strike 1.
Green out front of that curveball. Green, one of the guys come up, has seen no varsity experience up to this point, so it's his first varsity at bat.
And he fouls that one straight back into the backstop for strike 2 now against Green.
Has found some success here in the early spring, a couple of scrimmages, so he will swing the bat here. So see what he can do here with 2 strikes. With a RBI possibility on third base and Christian Alter.
Cumley's 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed by Green. He goes down on strikes, and runner gets stranded at third. So at the end of the bottom of the first, it's Martinsburg nothing, Spring Mills nothing. We'll step aside, take a 1-minute break, and then be back with the bottom of the first here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Brown's Funeral Home and Cremations, Robert Fields & Sons, hope to see you at the 28th Annual Eastern Panhandle Home Show on March 29th and 30th in the Martinsburg Roundhouse to learn about what they provide whenever a loved one has passed away. Their booth number is FS53, which is located just outside the silent auction. Brown's Funeral Home and Cremations is the trusted name in funeral services in Martinsburg, Inwood, and Charlestown Ranson. Are proudly serving the area since 1880 and are proud to be a part of the 28th Annual Eastern Panhandle Home Show.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
Welcome back here to Spring Mills High School. Bottom of the first inning is brought to you by the Larry DeMarco team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results. Looking for a home in the tri-state area, call the Larry DeMarco team at 304-250-3551. Visit them online at www.modernrealtyresults.com. As we now will get to see Spring Mills bats for the first time here tonight against Grant Henderson, who's doing the pitching for the Martinsburg Bulldogs.
Grant coming in, getting this early EPAC Friday night start shows you the confidence that Coach Bowler has in him. He said he had all the confidence in the world, which is
his catchphrase.
His catchphrase, of course. So, Grant, I've seen a lot of him last summer myself, of course, and I thought, he threw really, really well. And Coach Bowler talked about it in the interview earlier that on any other given team, I mean, he's a 2-3 starter, for most teams in the EPAC last year, 3-4 at the least, and he just got caught in a stacked team of upperclassmen last year, and you can see they've departed here. So he's got big shoes to fill, and I'm confident that he can do that, and he's confident, and Coach Bowler's confident in him.
Ander steps up to lead things off in the bottom of the first for Spring Mills as Henderson's first pitch at the knees and called strike 1.
Pretty good velocity here early for both pitchers.
Good to see here in this part of the year. Henderson's 0-1 pitch to Anders. Swing and a miss for strike 2. As he blew that fastball by him.
0-2, 2 fastballs. Do you go back to it?
Why not?
Why not, right? Go to the well till it runs dry.
Mm-hmm. We'll see what he does. Henderson sets. The 0-2 pitch. That's grounded right past the diving second baseman and into right center field for a leadoff single for Anders.
Yeah, came with the curveball there, off speed a little bit, didn't break as much as he'd wanted to, and Anders was able to guide that thing into center field between the pitcher and the second baseman.
Now batting will be the center fielder, Keelan Curry. Runner at first. Anders takes his lead. Henderson looking at him over his back shoulder. First pitch. Curry squared to bunt, but pulls the bat back. It's still a strike, though, to Curry.
See if Spring Mills is going to test the young catcher here early. Braden Fox behind the plate, sophomore. Again, no varsity experience from last year, so, did see him catch the majority of one of the scrimmage games that I was at, and he did really, really well, and so he earned the starting spot here tonight against Spring Mills.
0-1 pitch from Henderson. Swing and a miss from Curry for strike 2.
0-2 and to the first 2 batters, so see if he can, what he'll do here, see if he goes back to that fastball. As Curry gets up on the plate, he's got his back foot nearly out of the box, as he is way up on the plate here, taking away that inside half, or trying to.
Henderson steps off the mound before the 0-2 pitch. Curry steps out of the box for a brief moment before stepping back in. Now we get a timeout called as home plate umpire tells him to shift up. As you mentioned, that back foot was very close to being out of the batter's box, and I think he might have told him to bring that foot back in.
Yeah, Rick Alderton there to stop the play to move his plant foot back off almost on the plate.
0-2 pitch. Misses outside for ball 1 to Curry now, so 1 ball, 2 strikes here in the bottom of the first. Runner on first.
Another 0-2 curveball, this time out of the strike zone.
Pickoff attempts not in time over at first base. Anders slides in safely.
Yeah, the 0-2 curveball mistake against Anders cost him a base hit. That was a little better adjustment there. The 0-2 curveball away, trying to get him to chase.
A delivery. Called strike 3 at the knees. Curry goes down looking for out number 1 in the first strikeout of the evening for Grant Henderson.
The 0-2 count this time started a little better for him as he went 0-2, then curveball away, and then he coming back there with that pitch there. So he has had a lot of success with the fastball here early.
Now batting for Spring Mills is J.P. Sweeney. Henderson sets. Pitch to Sweeney. Runner goes. Pitch low. The throw from Fox, the second. Pulls Alter off the bag. Anders gets the steal. The count now 1-0 to Sweeney.
There is speed in the top of this lineup here with Anders and Curry, as both can run the base paths really well. So not surprised to see them off and running against the young catcher there early.
1-0 pitch. Called a strike on the outside corner to Sweeney. Count even now at 1 apiece.
Again, success with the fastball. Especially keeping the fastball. I mean, you don't want to leave the fastball up and over the plate. He's throwing the fastball down low at the knees and with velocity here early, the first 3 hitters.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom of the first. Curveball grounded by Sweeney over to the first baseman. Loper bobbled it briefly, but is able to pick it up and step on the bag himself for out number 2 as Anders advances to third on the play.
It's a great play by Loper. I mean, you're not really expecting that. I mean, you should expect the ball all the time, don't get me wrong. But as a first baseman, you're the number 3 hitter there slicing one down at you in the ground on the, the grass. Martinsburg plays on turf. They practice on turf, so, the grass could give them a little trouble. But great job by Loper blocking that up, because that would have been a runner had it gotten by him.
Now batting Ryland Schwartz. 2 down, runner on third. Pitch from Henderson at the knees, called strike 1. So just like you saw in the top of the first from Martinsburg, threatening with 2 outs with the runner on third. We'll see if Spring Mills, though, can bring that runner home, unlike the Bulldogs. Henderson. Pitch. Called strike 2 to Schwartz.
3 of the 4 batters he's faced, he's been 0-2 against here, so he's around the plate, keeping the ball down, and that's a recipe for success when you're a pitcher.
Henderson sets. Looks over at the runner at third for the kick and the delivery. That's fouled back by Schwartz, keeping the count 0 balls and 2 strikes.
Went with a fastball in that time. Just trying to stay unpredictable there. As the other 2 0-2 counts were curveballs, 1 away and 1 hit for a base hit. So this time went 0-2 up and in. Got Schwartz swinging, and he got a piece of it.
0-2 pitch again, fouled off, and that almost, I think, went into that first base dugout of Spring Mills, as you can see everybody duck out of the way.
Yeah, it caught that first row of shingles there. It was only a few inches away from going in that dugout, as Spring Mills dugouts here aren't that far from home plate, and it was certainly had some exit velo coming off that bat, headed that way.
But keep your head on a swivel.
Way behind on that fastball, but kept us stayed alive. You know, the more pitches you see, the more chances you have of catching up with that. So a great job by Schwartz fighting that off.
Still no balls and 2 strikes to Schwartz with 2 down. Pitch from Henderson. That's going to be a fly ball right to the right fielder, Green, who's underneath it to make the catch to retire the side. So after 1, it's Martinsburg, nothing. Spring Mills, nothing. Led to the second after this 1-minute break. This is West Virginia High School Baseball and Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
WVU Medicine introduces 8 new providers who've joined University Health Associates East and our medical staffs at Berkeley Medical Center and Jefferson Medical Center. Dr. Sharu Chin, Neurology. PA Erica Fitzsimmons, Urgent Care. Dr. Mehmet Kutlu, Hospitalist. Dr. Catherine McQueen, Endocrinology. PA Joseph Mills, Emergency Medicine. Dr. Alyssa Pham, Urgent Care. Dr. Jennifer Robertson, Emergency Medicine. And Dr. Moy Saeed, Pain Management. Welcome to WVU Medicine.
Tomorrow's success begins with today's preparation. Give your child a pathway to flourish and thrive with a well-rounded education. Enrollment is now open at the Classical Christian Academy in Martinsburg. Visit tcca.life/information. Tomorrow's success begins with today's preparation. Give your child a pathway to flourish and thrive with a well-rounded education. Enrollment is now open at the Classical Christian Academy in Martinsburg. Visit tcca.life/information.
We welcome you back here. Our top of the second inning is brought to you by the personal injury attorneys, Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. Visit them at burkeandschultz.com. We play hardball. Scoreless after 1. Due up here in the top of the second for the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Blosser, Loper, Armolt, the 5, 6, 7 batters. Talking a little bit about it, off-air trip in between innings, or here, pretty much identical innings for both teams in that first inning.
Comley threw 15 pitches, 10 for strikes. Give up an infield error base hit on a tough play there for Anders, and stranded a runner at third. Henderson threw 15 pitches, 13 for strikes. Left an 0-2 curveball over the plate that Anders did a great job pushing it out into the right field there, right center field, and he stole his way to second, got pushed around by a ground ball to the right side, similar to Martinsburg first inning, and was left stranded there. So these two teams went toe-to-toe here for 3 outs and pretty much mimicked each other.
First pitch, a strike to Blosser to begin the top of the second from Cumley.
Blosser came in here last year at the end of the season from Broadway, Virginia, played some Legion baseball with us. A strong young man, good left-handed pitcher.
Next pitch. Misses low. Count now even 1 ball and 1 strike to Blosser.
Blosser has power at the plate. He can play first, play the outfield. Again, he will pitch for Martinsburg this year as well.
Cumley sets. 1-1 count. Here's the windup and the pitch. That misses outside for ball 2. So 2 balls and 1 strike now to Blosser.
Cumley shaking his head. Last year we've seen him. He's quite animated at times. This year, not as animated, but certainly enjoys himself out there on the mound, talks to himself, and it's fun to watch.
2-1 pitch. That is going to be popped up and at a play. Count now 2-2 to Blosser. Blosser, the lefty, steps out for a brief moment before stepping back in here against Cumley. Does so one more time.
Cumley standing on the mound just waiting.
Yep, here's the quick windup, kick, and pitch. Breaking ball low, count now full to Blosser.
Again, I'm not sure if the grip or just the weather or just early season, but it looks like, at times that Cumley tries to, wish the ball in there or push the ball in there. He's kind of forcing it a little bit instead of just letting it go.
Payoff pitch is a fastball, swing and a miss from Blosser for strike 3. So he ends the first with a strikeout and starts the second with a strikeout.
Yeah,
Jacob Cumley.
That was a fastball up and out of the zone, but it's tough to take there.
Mm-hmm.
Would have been a walk, but Blosser again. Cumley has velocity here early. Pitchers have sort of the upper hand here early, and he was aggressive. So I'm sure Coach Ballard wants these young men aggressive here early, knowing Cumley's going to be around the plate. So their mindset is, hit, and read the pitch.
Now batting is Loper. He takes the first pitch from Cumley for strike one at the shoulders. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and that is a hard ground ball to the second baseman, Wysocki. He bobbles it, but is able to scoop it up in time to throw over to first to beat Loper to the bag for out number 2.
Loper, another lefty. Grounded out there. Great play by Wysocki. That ball got kicked up there at the end. Infielder glove on the ground and did a great job of staying down on that ball. Even when it came up, took it, there off the palm a little bit there in the belly, and got that ball over first in time.
2 up, 2 down so far. Is now batting for Martinsburg, the designated hitter, Armolt, as the first pitch. Strike one.
Braden Armolt, another big player on the JV team last year who had a lot of success coming up, happened to fill some roles.
0-1 on the outside part of the plate and called strike 2.
Filling this DH role here, young man with power.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the second, still scoreless between Martinsburg and Spring Mills. Cumley, the 0-2 pitch. Misses for a ball. One and 2 count now. Cumley sets. Nods his head. Wind-up kick and the 1-2 delivery. Curveball low and away. Tried to get Armolt to chase, but the bat stays on the shoulder. The count now even at 2 apiece.
Great job there, seeing that ball out of Cumley's hand, filing it back to the catcher. So we know Armolt seeing the baseball. See if he can catch up here with a little bit of Cumley's velocities. Good 2-2, good fastball count for him.
Deuce is wild. Fastball inside. Handcuffs Armolt. Swung on and missed. 2 strikeouts here in this inning is 3 up, 3 down. Goes the Bulldogs. We'll step aside, take a 1-minute break, and then be back with the bottom half of our second inning here at Spring Mills High School. This is West Virginia High School Baseball and Talk Radio, WRNR and TV10.
Mark Hughes Plumbing and HVAC is here to solve your plumbing and heating problems while meeting your renovation needs. Now serving Berkeley, Jefferson, Hampshire, and Mineral counties. We're a family-owned and operated company that's fully licensed and insured. We can do kitchen and bathroom upgrades and remodels, plumbing, HVAC and light excavation, well pumps, water heaters, and drain clearing. Call 304-620-8013. Mark Hughes Plumbing and HVAC. We look forward to working with you.
It's the new normal. You live, work, and play everywhere. Whether it's the family car or the family business, you need insurance that keeps pace with your changing life. Home on the job or working from home, peace of mind comes from knowing your whole world is covered. No matter what happens or how big it grows. Whatever your new normal, Erie Insurance's award-winning service and personal agents can keep pace. Call your local agent today or visit erieinsurance.com for a quote.
We welcome you back. Our bottom of the second inning is brought to you by the Berkeley County Health Department. Prevent, Promote, Protect, offering public, clinical, and environmental services at 122 Waverly Court in Martinsburg. 5, 6, 7 batters due up for Spring Mills here in the bottom of the second. Eichelberger, Anderson, Trump Power.
Get to see the freshman here on deck. Jake Anderson running the DH in here. We heard Coach Bradley Barrett talk about him and his athleticism in the coach's interview. So get to see Eichelberger here. He's catching for Spring Mills here a couple years.
First pitch. Called strike 1 from Henderson to Eichelberger to begin the bottom of the second.
Henderson living down there right at the bottom of that strike zone. This time it was just on the inside half of the plate.
Next pitch. Grounded right back to the pitcher. Henderson on the mound. His throw to first beats Eichelberger for out number 1.
Another fastball. He came right back at him, and Eichelberger just got it there off the handle, I believe. Just a piece of it right back to Henderson for an easy play there. It's Henderson's 2 pitches, 1 out. Here's the freshman, a large rather large freshman.
Yeah, hence why he's the DH.
Yeah.
And Anderson.
Good looking stance here. Confidence in the box.
First pitch from Henderson. Called strike one.
Sort of has his pants on the tweeners. Like some people have them all the way down, others have stockings. He has the 3/4 there.
It's a big swing and a miss from Anderson for strike two. Another 0-2 count here.
Yeah, another 0-2 count. We'll see what he goes with here, or see if he's going to get a curveball away or out of the place. He's going to go ahead and challenge him with a fastball.
He does, and it's a swing and a miss at the high cheddar for out number two.
Put the high cheese on him, as we've seen the 3-pitch strike out there to the freshman. But tough spot for that freshman. They're coming in. Henderson's, I think, as the year progresses, we're going to find out that he's probably going to be one of the top pitchers here in the EPAC, as well as Cumley. So it's a great matchup here early. Can't wait to see them later in the year when the weather warms up and they've got some innings underneath their belts.
Now batting is Trump Power as he takes the first pitch for strike one. No ball so far here this inning from Grant Henderson. That's fouled back for strike two by Trump Power.
Another 0-2 count. I figured it would be the announcer's jinx after he said no balls.
I wanted to test him here early this season, and he passed.
Passed the no balls test.
0-2 pitch. Ground ball to the shortstop, Jameer Brown. Throw to first. In time. 3 up, 3 down goes Spring Mills. Still scoreless after 2 played here at Spring Mills High School. Step aside, take a 1-minute break, and then be back with the third here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
You have choices when it comes to appliance repair, but before you call a large corporate chain, consider what BW Appliance brings to the table. BW Appliance Repair offers fast in-home appliance repair services to the eastern panhandle of West Virginia, including Jefferson County and Berkeley County. We strive for professionalism, dedication, and honesty. Call us today at 304-279-8858 to schedule immediate service. You can also visit us online at bwappliance.repair.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanic Insurance Companies. For over a century, we have been dedicated to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. We specialize in auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Our products are backed with personal, hands-on service. You can trust us to protect what matters most to you. For all of your insurance needs, there's Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies.
To the top of the third we go here on a chilly night, as you heard Tripp just say. Top of the third, brought to you by WVU Medicine, Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, leading healthcare here and everywhere. Got to get a heated jacket like I do, Tripp.
I know.
It's nice.
I bet. I have some heated gear.
You can probably get one with
a
Post 14 logo on it, or find somebody to stitch it on there for you.
I'll just take yours and just
take mine. No, I need it.
And write it on there.
Due up here in the top of the third for the Martinsburg Bulldogs, the 8-9-1 batters, Zarnecki, Brown, Alter.
Zarnecki came in, taking over that third base spot, earned that spot here in the spring, and young man.
First pitch of the at-bat to Zarnecki from Cumley. It's taken for strike.
Just a sophomore is Zarnecki with senior R.J. Brown on deck.
A 1 pitch, misses, just outside. Count now 1-1.
What I've seen of Silas Zarnecki, he's a great eye, works pitch counts. Rarely does he, he gets a lot of quality at bats with seeing balls after 2 strikes.
1-1, and that's going to be a high fly ball to left center field. Tracking it down is Keelan Curry, and he overdid it a little bit on the steps, went down on the ground because the ball was behind him, but he was able to still make the circus catch for the out.
Yeah, I mean, this is home field advantage for Spring Mills, don't get me wrong, but I don't care where you're at when that wind's blowing like that up there. Silas Zarnecki got that ball up in that wind, and looked like it was going to be a can of corn, and right there at the end you could see young man Curry out there just happened to make a huge adjustment, dive back and make that play, but This spring wind here is tough to play in.
It's always windy when we come to Spring Mills, it seems like, no matter the time of the year. One out. It's Brown now up to bat. Pitch high. RJ for a ball.
Feels more like winter, Mills.
Yeah, this is the first full day of spring, but does not feel like it. Last day of winter was warmer. This pitch, and that's going to be a line drive into right field, but J.P. Sweeney's there to make the catch for out number 2.
Nice play by Sweeney. That ball's tailing away from the right. He got down the right field line, left the bat. Looked like it had a really good chance to get down in that corner. R.J. Brown, speedy. He would have easily had a stand-up double, if not a triple there, and so great play there by Sweeney out there to keep that ball, turning that double or triple into a fly out. So a line out in the book.
Head back to the top of the lineup. Alter up to bat. Only man so far to reach base safely for the Bulldogs off that error by the shortstop Bryce Anders. Breaking ball to begin the at-bat by Cumley, and that drops in for strike 1 to Alter.
Second time around, we'll see if Cumley changes his approach any to these Martinsburg hitters.
The 0-1 pitch, fastball, and that is popped up on the left side in foul territory. Underneath it is Landon Trumpire in foul territory, and he makes the snag. 3 up, 3 down. Goes the Bulldogs once again. We're still scoreless. So we head to the bottom of the third after this 1-minute break. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10.
March is Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month. In West Virginia, colorectal cancer is the 3rd leading cause of cancer-related deaths in men and women, yet it is one of the most preventable cancers. The American Cancer Society recommends screening at age 45 to 75 or younger if you have a family history or at an increased risk. Early detection through screening can save your life. For more information, call WV Medicine Gastroenterology Martinsburg at 304-596-6893.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
We welcome you back. Our bottom of the third inning is brought to you by Farmers and Mechanics Insurance, reliable coverage since 1877. Call 304-263-0809 for a quote today or visit fmiwv.com. Martinsburg and Spring Mills baseball here tonight for you on Talk Radio, WRNR TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Pitcher's duel so far here. Let's do up for Spring Mills, the 8-9-1 batters as well. Butts, Wysocki, Anders.
Seeing an 8-pitch inning with 8 strikes from Henderson, a 7-pitch inning with 5 strikes from Cumley there. So very efficient and quick working.
This is lines foul just past the third base coach. Almost got a piece of him, did Butts.
Nearly put Coach Bradley Barrett on the DL.
Yeah, that would not be fun 3 games into the season, especially in this cold weather. I don't want anybody getting hit by a baseball today. That will sting for the rest of the day, if not into tomorrow. That one would have hit us if the brick backstop wasn't here. So that's fouled back by Butts for strike 2.
Butts was on that fastball. He was setting on it. So we'll see here what Henderson will do in another 0-2 count, as he's been for the most part tonight.
I was about to say, there's not many that haven't been 0-2 counts so far tonight.
See if he'll be a fastball around the plate or if he's going to try to waste a pitch here, but he hasn't wasted many in this game.
And it's a swing and a miss from Butts for strike 3.
His 3rd strikeout of the night, facing 8 batters.
Now batting will be Wysocki.
Second baseman made a few nice plays here tonight already. See what he can do here at the plate against the junior Grant Henderson, who's had a lot of success for the first 8 batters. leadoff man on deck who has a base hit.
Henderson's first pitch misses for a ball. It's the first ball in a while from him since the third batter of the first inning.
Very efficient.
So the rare 1-0. He finds the strike zone again. Count now even at 1-1 from Henderson to Wysocki.
After watching the JV game, which was a 16-6 Spring Mills win, it was a marathon and a lot of inefficient pitching.
1-1 is called strike 2 to Wysocki.
Or inefficient. That's the better word, isn't it?
Yes. It's the more sufficient word.
Inefficient is more sufficient.
Or efficient. Now I'm messed up because you messed me up. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch, and that's outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Either way, these two pitchers have been amazing. That's an easy one to say, right? They've done a tremendous job shutting down these offenses here in the first 3 innings up to this point. Still a lot of third left here for Spring Mills.
Swing and a miss. Back-to-back Ks for Grant Henderson. Gene, not a fan behind us.
He didn't think he liked that. So.
No, he did not like that.
Here's after 3 innings, we wouldn't be for this young man here. We'd be seeing no hitters on both sides. But this young man here broke it up early with the third pitch of the game with a 0-2 curveball he hit into right center field.
If Anders now up to bat. He takes the first pitch. It's away for ball 1.
Now coming back through the lineup the second time. Again, we talk about seeing the pitcher the second time. What did they learn from the pitcher, and how will the pitcher attack the hitter the second time through?
It's a big swing and a miss for Anders. Count now 1-1.
He had success against Anders early on those first 2 fastballs. Got that curveball over the plate that Anders hit, so maybe you'll see him challenge him with that fastball.
1-1, another cut for a miss. Count now 1-2.
2 fastballs, 2 strikes, 1-2 count, 2 outs.
Here in the bottom of the third. 1-2 pitch from Henderson. And they say that Anders went around for strike 3. So Grant Henderson strikes out the side here in the bottom of the third. And we stay deadlocked, scoreless, in 3 innings played. So we'll head to the 4th after this 1-minute break. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV 10.
Join us for the 28th Annual Eastern Panhandle Home Show, March 29th and 30th at the Roundhouse in downtown Martinsburg, with over 120 exhibits and food trucks on the grounds. Diamond sponsor Pine Creek Structures is once again giving away an outdoor patio set that you can enter to win. This year's silent auction sponsors the Sean Craig team at ERA Liberty Realty. The 2025 Home Show is the place to see home builders, remodelers, banks and lenders, landscaping companies, heating and air conditioning contractors, and more. Platinum level sponsors include DRB Homes, High Point Roofing, and Shenandoah Air Conditioning and Heating. Admission is always free, so stop by the Roundhouse and get information on your next home project March 29th and 30th. Gold sponsors include Panhandle Homes of Berkeley County, Petty Pest Control, Rankin Remodeling, and Smoots. Silver sponsors include Rentals Unlimited and Valley Shade and Shutter. Visit ephomeshow.com for more information.
Welcome back here to Spring Mills High School. Our top of the 4th inning is brought to you by Skinner Accident and Injury, lawyers representing accident and injury claims for over 50 years. Go to skinnerwins.com. Henderson, Brown, Green, the 2-3-4 batters due up for Martinsburg here against Jacob Cumley, as so far in the 3 innings played, we've only seen 2 base runners, 1 for each team. For Martinsburg, it was a result of an error, and for Spring Mills, it was a result of a leadoff single.
Both pitchers sitting at 35 pitches. 23 strikes for Cumley, 30 strikes for Grant Henderson, who's at the plate at the moment.
First pitch from Cumley to Henderson is taken for strike 1 by Henderson. Henderson, his last time up, only saw 1 pitch. It was that sacrifice bunt that he laid down that nearly got him the first base. This pitch is high for a ball. Count now 1-1.
So after this at bat, he'll either be batting 1,000 or he'll be batting 3 zeros.
Yeah, Just got news that there's apparently a black bear running around Hedgesville from Nick Verzolini. He said a black bear just ran by his house.
Huh.
Breaking ball that stays high to Henderson for ball 2. So,
is he working from home?
No. He got an alert from somebody else, I guess.
Oh. Well.
Yeah.
Oh, Nick.
We'll see if that black bear makes its way down to Spring Mills or not. Enjoy some baseball here. 2-1 pitch. Fastball that's low to Henderson for ball 3.
Nice job by Eichelberger there, taking that low pitch, giving it a chance, trying to steal a strike there. Good looking, great job there by the catcher. Great pitch by Cumley.
3-1 pitch. Right at the belt for strike 2, so the count now full to Henderson here in the 4th.
Grant's working the count there first. I think it's the first full count we've seen.
Payoff pitch. Just low to Henderson from Cumley for ball 4. It's a leadoff base runner for the second time here for Martinsburg. Henderson gets the base on balls.
We're going to get a courtesy runner, I believe.
We'll see. Waiting for
it. Not yet.
It's now batting will be Jameer Brown. It doesn't look like we're going to see a courtesy runner, at least as of right now.
Yeah, we had one come out.
For the pitcher.
First walk of the night. See if a lot of times early, first batter walks turn into runs. See if Cumley can keep Martinsburg from getting that walk across the plate here.
Pitch to Brown high for ball 1.
Here Coach Weiler yelling the signals. They went to a numbering signal system here as they wear the wristbands.
1 ball, no strikes to Brown here in his second at-bat of the evening. Cumley on the mound for Spring Mills. Pitch. That's going to be a ground ball to Trumpauer at third. The throw to second in time for the out. But it was a low throw that Wysocki had to reach out for, so he could not make a throw to first for a double play opportunity. So it'll just be a 5-4 fielder's choice.
Great play by Wysocki, because Trumpauer did throw the ball wide of the base. I didn't think he held the base at first, but from our angle. But of course, the umpire got there a lot closer, and there was no argument from the coaches or from Grant, but from Henderson. So Wysocki did a great job of holding that.
First pitch swinging is Green as he fouls that over and out of play on the third base side for a strike.
Green batting here in the 4 spot. A lot of power in that bat.
Cumley looks over at the runner behind him. Now sets on the rubber. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball that fools Green, who whiffs through it for strike 2.
He had set Green up the last time on that curveball, see if he learned anything. Came back with the fastball up after he threw the curveball early to Green. Looks like they're going to go up again, according to Eichelberger.
Runner goes. It's a ball. The throw not in time. No, they called that a strike. My apologies. So Green down on strikes for out number 2.
They got him on the check swing. But yeah, he did throw the fastball up again, which was the same way they attacked Cumley attacked Green the first time through. Got him setting on a curveball down and looking, and then he elevated. So that's been the recipe there for Cumley to keep Green off the bases. But Martinsburg did steal a base on that. Now you got 2 outs, man on second, lefty up, leaving a big hole over there at second with Wysocki kind of weaving in and out, holding the runner.
Blosser now batting once again. He struck out swinging his last time up. Still scoreless here in the top of the 4th between Martinsburg and Spring Mills. As a throw back, and it looked like they had him, but Anders dropped the ball.
Spin move there on the mound by Cumley. It's going to be a close play. Jameer Brown went in head first. Ball was kicked away. Jameer's digging some dirt out of his midsection.
Yeah, retucking in that shirt as well. So here we go for Blosser. First pitch of the at-bat. And it's low from Cumley for ball one.
So you wonder this early. I mean, we don't want to talk about it, but we certainly have to talk about it. Coming at 46 pitches, is him and Grant on any type of pitch count early here in the season, which I assume they are. Martinsburg is notorious for, 60, 80 pitches early in the season, kind of topping those kids out and, pulling them regardless of score or.
Breaking ball, whiffed through, but dropped by Eichelberger, the catcher. Count now 1-1 to Blosser, but on the passed ball through the wickets of Eichelberger, Brown heads to third. So once again, a runner on third, threatening for Martinsburg.
The ball got away from the Eichelberger there. Curveball in the dirt, swung on. Kind of a fake steal there by Brown. Might have pulled Eichelberger up out of his stance, possibly. Either way, Eichelberger is a pass ball, and Jameer Brown moved up. Eichelberger's kind of kicking himself a little bit there, knowing that that ball shouldn't have got by him. But, catchers aren't known for all the strikes they steal. People only remember them for the one they didn't catch.
That's lined right above Trump Power down the third base line, and that's going to score our first run of the night. Blosser with an RBI single in the top of the fourth makes it Martinsburg 1, Spring Mills nothing. And that was on a rope over Landon Trump Power down that third base line.
Yeah, that ball hit. So so back to the ball that moved up there. Great job by, great job there by Blosser. But the pitch before that moved up looked like Jameer kind of fake stole, which kind of brought Eichelberger up out of his stance a little bit, which just squeaked away. And a great job there by Blosser, who on the timeout, went down and talked to Coach Ballard, moved Trump Power in. Maybe expecting some type of bunt or maybe just lay something down the line there to try to get on, maybe bunt for a base hit. And doing that, Blosser hit the ball right past him.
Now batting is Loper as Cumley goes with a breaking ball that misses inside for ball one.
So pulling Trump Power up the line there a little bit, worrying about the drag bunt there. Opened the door for a line drive over his head there. See Schwartz holding the runner as a right-hander for a back tag. You don't see that all the time, but certainly more comfortable for him apparently, so he'll hold the runner that way. He'll get a foul ball. Allows him with the left-hander to quickly get reset to Case Looper drives one down the line there. So a little bit of a gamemanship here with stolen base, a little bit of fake steal, and then coaches meeting there, pulling the third baseman in. Then we get a line drive over from Martinsburg's up 1-0.
Cumley sets the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball that drops in for strike two to Loper.
That ball dropped a lot because it started way out of the zone, and I'm not sure the wind didn't push it back down a little bit. It kind of come around the plate if that's possible.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out. 1-0. Martinsburg now leads Spring Mills here in the top of the fourth with the runner on first. Runner with a delayed steal, but it doesn't matter as Loper swings through the pitch for strike 3. 1 run crosses the plate on 1 hit, that being the RBI single by Blosser, the first and only hit of the game so far for the Martinsburg Bulldogs, gives them the lead over Spring Mills. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth after this 1-minute break. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on WRNR Martinsburg and TV 10.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, shrimp nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Do you have someone in a nursing home, or are you worried about somebody you love going into a nursing home? The law firm of Daniel Staggers can protect your assets. Call the law firm of Daniel Staggers today at 304-267-3915. The Daniel Staggers Law Firm does elder care law, estate planning, and special needs trusts for disabled children and family members. Visit the Daniel Staggers Law Firm for your initial free consultation at 133 East John Street in Martinsburg. The Daniel Staggers Law Firm, when you need asset protection for you or for a family member.
We welcome you back here as we head to the bottom of our fourth inning, which is brought to you by Floor Pools. Make every day better with a hot tub or swimming pool. Floor Pools has locations in Martinsburg, Chambersburg, and Hagerstown. 1-0. Martinsburg leads Spring Mills now, is due up for the Cardinals. 2-3-4 batters Curry, Sweeney, Swartz here against Grant Henderson. Henderson so far only given up one hit, has struck out 5 batters tonight. First pitch swinging and almost swinging out of his shoes is Curry for strike one.
Sweeney on deck. We've seen Sweeney hit a home run last year early in the season. He has home run power. Certainly has a few high school home runs to his credit.
Next pitch Curry takes, and that's strike two. So another 0-2 count here.
Curry extremely fast on the bases. Spring Mills would love to see him get on and get over.
The 0-2 pitch from Henderson. Caught strike three. Down goes Curry for out number one. Make it 6 strikeouts now for Grant Henderson.
He got him on a 0-2 looking last time and 0-2 looking this time. So Curry hasn't figured out Grant just yet. Again, with Grant not throwing a tremendous amount of innings or varsity innings last year, especially, he didn't throw any to Spring Mills. Nobody has too much of a book on him in the varsity level, if any.
Curveball drops into Sweeney from Henderson for strike one. Henderson feeling himself out there right now so far, wheeling and dealing for the Dogs.
So able to throw 2 pitches, his secondary pitches for strikes.
That fouled off Braden Fox's mask into the backstop. Another 0-2 count now for a Spring Mills hitter.
Fox doing a nice job of catching here for Grant, getting the ball back to him quickly, getting it right to him at chest high, allowing him to just work at his pace, not holding him up.
0-2 pitch. And that's going to be grounded to Zarnecki at third. Throw across the diamonds for out number 2.
2 quick outs. Again, grounded to third, but this is the second time in a row that Sweeney's hit the ball and hasn't squared anything up there. So Grant has missed his barrel a couple times here. Sweeney has a big bat. Certainly, like I said, had home run power, but twice now Grant Henderson's gotten him to, ground softly back to him and then to third now.
Now batting Ryland Schwartz, who flew out to right his last time up. First pitch, fastball low and away, missing for ball 1 to Schwartz.
Schwartz was able to barrel the ball up there a bit. It wasn't quite a fly out. It wasn't, it was a line out there.
This pitch, trying to get him to chase. Schwartz keeps that bat back. 2-0 count now. So we haven't seen that either.
Grant come off the mound and took a little breather, reset.
2-0 pitch to Schwartz. And that's low for ball 3.
Like we said about Cumley talking to himself, now Grant a little miffed at himself for being in this count, so.
Especially with 2 outs and nobody on. 3-0. And that misses for ball 4. So it's a 2-out walk to the 4-hole hitter Ryland Schwartz to put him on first. Now Eichelberger will come up to bat.
He's only thrown 5 balls coming into this inning. He just threw 4 in a row.
Yeah.
After 4 1/3, he had only thrown 5 pitches that were not strikes. And then he just threw 4 there. So 2 outs. Not, see if he'll reset here. Spring Mills looking to have a little 2-out lightning this inning and extend the inning as much as possible, work his pitch count.
This pitch misses for a ball, low in the dirt.
Starting to hear a little chatter from Spring Mill's dugout as they've see a little bit of a crack in the door here of Grant Henderson, who's been pretty much dominant through 3 2/3.
Michael Berger fouls this one straight back over the currently under construction press box for a strike. Count 1-1.
It looks very inviting. I'd climb that ladder if they'd let us in it. Out of wind.
Keep us out of the wind, yeah. 1 ball, 1 strike. That is a soft ground ball right to the second baseman, Alter. Michael Berger, and a throw to first in time to retire the site. So 4 innings played. It is Martinsburg 1, Spring Mills nothing. All the way to the 5th after this 1-minute break. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
It's your wellness update with Floor Pools. Today, correspondent Robbie the Duck investigates new ways to manage stress. Let's go live to Finland. Well, our fine feathered journalist has discovered something truly relaxing. Saunas. Yes, saunas have been an integral part of life in Finland for over 2,000 years. Saunas help you find peace, reduce stress, improve circulation, and even detoxify your body. Go on, Rob. Now bring this Finnish tradition to your home. Floor Pools has the perfect sauna for you. From compact models to luxurious retreats, choose from traditional, infrared, or hybrid models. Specially priced starting as low as $73 a month at Floor Pools in Chambersburg, Hagerstown, and Martinsburg. Floor Pools' intrepid, web-footed field reporter will bring you future sauna updates right here on the All Quackness channel. Until then, remember, relaxation is just a sauna away.
We welcome you back here, just making sure everything tallied up for us as we head to the top of the 5th inning now, brought to you by CMA's Martinsburg and Winchester dealerships. They're proud to be the owners who just care more. Colin McLaughlin here for Talk Radio WRNR TV 10. Alongside me on the call, Trip Tobin. Kyler High now, our on-site producer. Alec Epperson running our camera.
Where's he been? In the car? In the heat?
Running the camera. They're switching spots so that
okay.
Kyler can keep his hands in his pockets.
I thought he was in the car getting warm.
Nick Verzolini back at the studio. He's staying warm if he has the heat on.
I'm sure.
Which, if he's smart, he did.
Probably got his feet up smoking a cigar.
Hopefully not.
Pushing buttons.
Bottom of the lineup due up for Martinsburg here in the top of the 5th. Armolt, Zarnecki, Brown. Pitch outside from Cumley for a ball to Armolt.
Nick's probably putting pictures on Facebook with the love of his life.
Yeah?
Might get invited to the wedding.
We'll see.
Yep.
You and me both. 1-0 count. Fastball strike. Count 1-1. I think there's still a while for that. So
Armolt struck out the last time. Fastball or down by his low inner side of the plate there. Inside pitch. That was
it's an off speed. That is a soft one hopper to Wysocki at second by Armolt. And the throw to first from Wysocki to Swartz for out number 1.
Similar location. Fastball down inside, so must be where they want to attack. Young Braden Armolt here is getting his first 2 varsity at bats here tonight against one of the premier pitchers in the EPAC. So, Martinsburg they have Berkeley Springs tomorrow. So, this warm up here certainly going to be beneficial to them as they go to Berkeley Springs tomorrow for a doubleheader.
Zarnecki first pitch swinging, and it's a high fly ball in the gap in right center field. That'll be a 1-out single for Silas Zarnecki.
Jumped right on that first pitch fastball. Sent it into right center field. Martinsburg.
Second hit of the game.
Getting their second hit of the game. Zarnecki, the sophomore, coming in. Nobody probably didn't figure they'd see a sophomore here in this lineup, but Martinsburg graduating a lot of upperclassmen last year off that very talented team. A few guys moved on to other areas.
Transferred out.
And Martinsburg here sitting with 7 fresh starters
First pitch swinging is R.J. Brown, and that's popped in foul territory down the first baseline. And nobody can track it down for Spring Mills.
Yeah, Wysocki had a good shot at it there. He just overran it. Again, the wind's pushing that ball around. You've seen Rylan Schwartz. If you know Rylan, you could see when that hat went off, the hair was going in the wind as he went chasing the ball, and Wysocki came flying across, and then Sweeney from left field and just dropped in as everybody kind of overran it there.
Yeah, got a few Spring Mills Cardinals with those flowing manes.
Got the locks.
Rylan Schwartz has it. Jacob Cumley on the mound has it.
Yep.
Bryce Sanders might got a bit of a flow, but trying to squint over there at shortstop to tell. It's tough for me right now. But no balls, one strike after that foul ball for Brown as the pitch from Cumley low in the dirt. Eichelberger bobbles it, picks it up, and darting over to second was Zarnecki on the exchange. So he gets the steal.
Great job read by Zarnecki reading that dirt ball. It didn't get that far away from Eichelberger, so the young sophomore playing big at the moment for Martinsburg, giving Martinsburg a chance to increase this lead as R.J. Brown, who hit the ball well last time, lined out in the right field, has a chance to get an RBI here if he gets something to the grass.
1-1 pitch, breaking ball, just misses low. Count now 2-1 to Brown.
R.J. Brown last year won that state tournament team. He did a tremendous amount of courtesy running. Was big on the base paths for Martinsburg. Was a role player on that team, and now here he is, bad in his time, and found himself in everyday position here, starting position here in left field, and in the second leadoff spot.
2-1 pitch from Cumley. Inside, nearly got a piece of Brown, but he's able to shift out of the way. The count now 3-1.
We're used to seeing Brown in the knee-high stirrups, kind of like his hero, Coach Zeke over there, but he's rolled the pants down here for the opening game.
It's cold.
Cold, yeah. I got the long johns on.
3-1 right down the middle. Count now full, 3-2.
Working the pitch count there against Cumley, getting his pitch count up, as we talked about that earlier, about where is the pitch limits for these young pitchers early in the season, and how far do you take them? It's really a tough decision to make this time of year.
3-2 swung on and missed by Brown for the punch out.
Come back and 3-2 fastball. He was kind of sitting on it, but was a great location by Cumley on the outer half. He just didn't lay it over there. He painted a corner, so great pitch, but great at bat there by RJ, who worked that count into a full count, and I'm going to pass it to the first leadoff, Christian Alter.
That Alter reached on an error his first time up, last time up, popped out to third. First pitch swinging, and it's a ground ball underneath the diving glove of the shortstop Anders. Rounding third and coming home to score is Zarnecki. It's a two-out RBI single by Alter to extend Martinsburg's lead now to 2-0 here in the top of the fifth over Spring Mills.
Yeah, great pitch. So it's twice now you've seen Christian Alter, who first pitch swinging, and he is aggressive. Of course, he's a senior. He has he has the go ahead to swing the baseball bat here. But that's run is credited, got to be credited to Salazar Necki's base running there. Of course, the base hit for the sophomore against the great senior Jacob Cumley is big. But the IQ play to get to second was even bigger, and now to be able to score on that. So RBI 2 certainly goes to Christian Alter, but you have to credit that run big time to Salazar Necki coming up and playing big as a sophomore at the moment.
Now batting for Martinsburg is pitcher Grant Henderson.
His personal videographer stepped up to the fence here, Mr. Joe Henderson.
Cumley on the mound, looks over at the runner at first, and Alter now sets. And the pitch. Big swing and a miss on the changeup.
Curveball, something.
Curveball, yeah. My apologies.
Yeah, off-speed pitch regardless. Generally, unless he's going to leave it over the plate, generally not a great time to be chasing that pitch. But again, also Grant with not a tremendous amount of varsity at-bats. Even in the summer, when he played senior legion, he got DH for a lot when he pitched. So did get a tremendous amount of bats, in the Junior Legion team, but he doesn't have a lot of varsity at bats under his belt, if any. Great jump by Alter.
Yep, runner goes, and there's not even going to be a throw.
He was testing Jacob Cumley's patience out there by kind of, faking going, and then Cumley didn't hold him or didn't throw over. He had just done over the pitch before, so Christian gets it standing up, actually.
This one is called strike 3. Anderson goes down looking to retire the side, but Martinsburg able to extend that lead out now to 2-0 over Spring Mills as we head to the bottom of the 5th after this 1-minute break. This is West Virginia High School Baseball and Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or hancockchevy.com.
We welcome you back here on Talk Radio WRNR TV 10, our bottom of the 5th, brought to you by Trips Flooring. Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring needs? Call Trips Flooring at 304-229-7009 or online at tripsfloorsanding.com. And while you're at it, get him a coffee.
Get
he
him
needs
a coffee.
one.
Yeah, I'm cold. Yeah.
He's cold.
They said it's $7.
Thirsty. I don't drink coffee, so $7 means nothing to me.
Better be gourmet. I think
it's out of a truck, so
yeah,
I think it is gourmet.
Yeah, it's not a concession stand.
It's
coffee.
Fancy coffee.
Fancy, bougie coffee.
Yeah.
Well, I think I'll just have some Voss water.
I think Alec has that. Is that why you said it? You saw his Voss wall?
Yeah.
So, due up here. 6, 7, 8 batters. Anderson, Trumpauer, Butts. First pitch inside almost hits the back foot of Anderson from Henderson for a ball.
Comey's up to 67 pitches on 44 for strikes after his 5 innings. And, of course, we can't see anybody. We can't see the bullpen over there because of the dugout. But Henderson is right around 50 at the moment as he's trying to complete and compete in his 5th inning.
That pitch was pitch number 50, I believe, for ball 2. So
I think he called a strike, didn't he?
Did he?
Yeah.
My apologies.
One
You're
ball,
right.
2 strikes, yeah.
Yeah.
Young freshman here. He struck out the last time against the junior Grant Henderson.
That one's a ball, so count now 2-2.
Grant speeding up a little bit. He's settling himself down there. As he walks back, he tried to just kind of throw that one by and didn't stay within himself.
Here in the bottom of the 5th. 2-2 pitch. Very close to the knees, but just missed. Count now full 3-2.
You're fine. Had all the Martinsburg infielders jumping up and down their tippy toes expecting to throw around there as he just missed.
Here comes the payoff pitch from Henderson, and it's called strike 3. Henderson goes down looking.
Anderson against Henderson.
Yep. Anderson twice now victim of the K.
7 now for 7 strikeouts for Henderson. Excuse me.
You were right.
Trumpauer to the plate here. Ground out the short the last time.
First pitch, fastball. Caught a strike at the letters.
Henderson's back in the groove here a little bit. Got a little blinking lights out there in center field. That would distract me. I'm easily distracted.
Grounded foul, yeah. I see it too. Green flashing light from somebody's car out there.
odd.
Kind of see it on our stream as well. No balls, 2 strikes to Trump Power. 1 out, nobody on. Pitch. That's going to be lined up the middle and drop down for a single for Trump Power.
Got that off the end of the bat there. Soft liner. Hit it into no man's land, and so 0-2 pitch there, got hit, but didn't get it barreled up. Did a great job of defending, of a 2-strike approach there, just trying to get a bat on the ball and get it to the green, and certainly did that. So now you've got a left-handed hitter up, Loper holding, so you're going to have a hole there as Christian Alter's dragging Jameer Brown over as he's staying in the hole as second baseman. Christian, not your everyday second baseman.
First pitch to Butts is a strike. That second hit for Spring Mills. The only other one was that leadoff single by Anders. 2-0 ball game. Martinsburg leads Spring Mills here in the bottom of the 5th. Henderson, pitch. Misses in for a ball. Count now even at 1 apiece to Butts. Butts struck out swinging his last time up in the second.
Martinsburg not in your typical double play formation out there. Defense, as far as you still have as Butts chased that fastball
Butts
up and out.
Kind of a excuse me swing that
Jameer's
fouled off over and out of play.
Jameer and Christian kind of stand wide here, not really playing for the double play ball, as they're not really cheating the middle. They're guarding, trying to keep the ball on the green here, maybe playing for 1 out. As Christian now does move over a bit.
Pitch. That's going to be fouled in the same direction. Count remains 1-2. Arner in first is Trump Power for Spring Mills.
Spring Mills doing a good job here. This last 2 at batters here, the 2-strike approach here, just trying to get the ball in play, make Martinsburg make a play. Strikeouts are easy to defend.
Anderson sets. 1-2 pitch in the dirt for a ball. Count 2-2 now to Butts.
Henderson breaks the 60 pitch mark now and joins Mr. Cumley and him and Cumley both in the 60s. I would expect that Martinsburg's probably in a
62. I got Cumley at 67.
I would think that Martinsburg wouldn't let Grant go over 80, so he may be seeing some of his great job there by Braden Fox, this sophomore catcher, blocking that up.
Yep, another low ball in the dirt. Count now full to Butts as he's battled back. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner on first here in the bottom of the 5th.
Good time to run. A little bit of a hit and run here. 50-50 change here on a being ball 4.
Henderson sets. Here comes the payoff pitch. That's going to be grounded to the right side. First baseman Loper over.
Great.
Running over to cover first is Henderson. And he gets there in time for out number 2.
Not only is he pitching well, defending his position really well, there's Grant Henderson on that. That ball was just kind of squirted up the first baseline, and he had to beat the runner to the bag. Loper has to make a kind of a throw from the hip, so it wasn't a flip. So that's just a really tough play on a ball that wasn't hit that hard. One of the toughest plays in baseball, actually. When if you run it enough, it's tough to defend. I mean, it's tough to make that play.
Now batting's Wysocki, and he swings through the first pitch from Henderson for strike 1. Now 2 down, and that runner on second, as on that play, Trump Power went from first to second base. Henderson's next pitch will be softly grounded by Wysocki to the left side of the infield, and Zarnecki barehanded it, scooped it up, went to throw, but lost it.
Infield hit. Back to the top of the order here as Spring Mills has got something going with Anders, who does have a hit to his name tonight. A hit here would mean that they would would drive a run in.
Yeah.
Spring Mills, so we're going to get a timeout here as Coach Zarnecki is going to go out and talk to Grant Henderson. Spring Mills probably has to run here, with 2 outs and down 2 runs with a sophomore catcher. I expecting that Wysocki is going to take off for second, and Martinsburg going to have to put a play on here. So this is not just a mound visit to talk to Grant, tell him that he's 1 pitch away, but probably also to let him know what they're going to do if the runner goes. And we see all the coaches, first and third base coach for Spring Mills, over talking to the runners and the batter here as Wysocki's going to go back to first, and Trumpauer?
Yes, Trumpauer at third. Mm-hmm. Wysocki at first now after that error.
So now we're going to see what the 2 coaching staffs decide to do in this situation. First and third, 2 outs. Spring Mills down 2 runs. Leadoff batter up. Martinsburg has to decide how they want to defend the first and third. Spring Mills has to decide whether they want to risk getting thrown out at second and killing this inning.
Anders 1 for 2 so far today.
Or taking the big reward, getting to second, and a base hit from Anders ties things up.
Henderson sets. And he's going to step off to see if he could pick off Wysocki to see if he was maybe trying to get an early jump. But he's back to the bag.
Wysocki has walked himself up to the green, which sometimes an indication that you're going to go trying to get a lead as he stays.
Pitch low from Henderson to Anders for ball 1.
1-0 count here to the lead off as Spring Mills dugout starts to chirp and get a little.
That's going to be grounded down the third baseline. Zarnecki runs in, throw to first, pulls Loper off the bag. Spring Mills gets its first run of the night, making it 2-1.
Yeah, it's another soft single there as Spring Mills is just taking advantage of just getting the ball hit softly on the infield. Started off with Trumpauer 0-2. He hit a soft liner into center field that just made it past Jameer Brown. Then we had 2 soft infield singles, and Spring Mills has life here with 2 outs and a tying run at second base, and just grinding it out here the best that they can to get runs on the board here and being aggressive.
Curry up to bat now. Henderson's pitch, and that's going to run in and hit him on the hands. Now the bases are loaded. We're going to get a timeout called as Martinsburg coach Aaron Byler coming out trying to plead that hit the bat of Curry before it hit the hands. So our umpire crew of 2 is going to go out and meet. We'll see. I couldn't tell.
Yeah, I couldn't tell.
Got any input? There you go.
I'm kind of behind the right-handed hitter. It looked like it ran in, but yep, so they're going to stay with hit. The batter was hit. That didn't hit the bat, that hit him in the hand. So now we have Sweeney up with the bases loaded. The number 3 batter with 2 outs. Henderson's in a first jam of the night here, and Spring Mills has an opportunity to take the lead with the base hit here.
Yep, it's a 2-1 ball game here in the bottom of the 5th. Henderson, first pitch. That's going to be popped up in the air in foul territory on the first base side. Loper's there, and he makes the catch. And the runners get stranded. But Spring Mills was able to cross 1 here in the bottom of the 5th. Well, that's it. 2-1 ball game. We're headed to the 6th after this 1-minute break. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
From breathtaking outdoors to unique local eats, world-class geocaching, and thriving local culture, Martinsburg, Berkeley County, West Virginia is where you can live your adventure. Berkeley County offers fantastic outdoor experiences, from our rugged hiking paths to scenic nature paths, public parks, fishing streams, and nature preserves. Cap off your outdoor adventures with a stroll through historic downtown Martinsburg. Join us and immerse yourself in our rich local history and scenic surroundings. Check out upcoming events and plan your adventure at travelwv.com.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
3, 2. We welcome you back here to Spring Mills High School. Our score, Martinsburg 2, Spring Mills 1. So we head to the top of the 6th inning, which is brought to you by Parsons Ford at 1400 Jefferstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number one by making you number one first. Parsons. 3, 4, 5 batters due up for Martinsburg. Brown, Green, Blosser. And that's the part of the lineup that got the job done in the 4th to get that first run for the Bulldogs of the night.
EPAC baseball Friday night. Here we are, late in the innings, 1-run ball game. Spring Mills and Martinsburg scratching out runs any way possible, stealing bases.
Cumley still out on the mound here.
Cumley's at 67 pitches. Grant Henderson is at 70 pitches. I would expect that maybe Jameer Brown is the relief pitcher for Martinsburg, so any chance of seeing someone warm up is not going to happen immediately because he's batting.
Yeah. First pitch, ball 1.
Could possibly be Blauser as a senior who could come in and maybe close should Martinsburg decide that they're not going to push Henderson this early.
Next pitch also high for ball 2. As you were saying, Tripp, if you got anything else to add to that point. 2L high for ball 3. 3 straight balls to Brown.
We haven't seen much of that out of Jacob Cumley either, but these young men have been throwing bullpens, of course, and been throwing an inning or two in scrimmage, and so they're going to, see how far they can go here on a Friday night, and adrenaline's been flowing pretty good in this game.
3-0's low for ball 4. It's a 4-pitch walk. A lead off this top of the 6th for the Bulldogs. That'll bring up Green. Green, a tough night so far, 0 for 2. Both times struck out swinging.
Do you ask your four-hitter here to bunt, your left-handed four-hitter, or do you take a chance maybe he can drive it through the hole over there as Schwartz is going to hold the runner?
Well,
Coach Bauer.
Martinsburg not afraid to bunt that 4-hole hitter, as we're going to get a courtesy runner now, so that most likely means we'll see a pitching change.
At least we'll see someone warm up. Karsten Tomlinson to run. Courtesy, he's actually in the game at the moment because you can't courtesy run for Jameer. So at the moment he is either pinch running or entering the game momentarily. Well, he is entering the game momentarily, so he is, in that spot.
Thank you for the clarification, Tripp.
Yeah. What's the first game? I got to talk myself through it.
Green, ready to go here. The lefty squares to bunt and didn't pull the bat back as that's strike 1.
He didn't have to pull it back.
Or did they say he did? Looking up at the scoreboard.
He just doesn't have the offer for it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure he offered. I think he's had it out there and just kind of hung it back a little bit.
I believe scoreboard says that was a... No, it was a strike. Okay. Well, this time he lays the bunt down, but it's going to be foul down the first base line. Count now 0-2 to Green.
So, yeah, they did call a strike.
Yeah, I was waiting to see what Game Changer said, and they were waiting to figure it out themselves as well. Because I thought he never pulled back, so they were going to call it with an offer, but we didn't hear any really emphatic. Nope. Okay, there you go. Umpire now says no. It's a 1-1 count. So
it's a 1-1 count. Yeah.
There you go.
Scoreboard. I didn't think he called the first one a strike.
I wasn't sure. So. All right. So they'll change it. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out. Top of the 6th. Runner on first for Martinsburg.
Trump Power's
2-1 ball game.
probably up this far if it doesn't bunt to him. He has to retreat, or Tomlinson would have an opportunity to come all the way around.
He squares the bunt, goes down, foul once again on the first base side. Count now 1-2 to Green.
2 strikes now.
Yep.
Foul balls are strikes. At least they are the first 2.
That's true.
The rest are just another pitch. Unless you bunt it foul.
That's also true, which he's done twice now.
Let's get all the rules out tonight.
Comley sets.
Fastball up again to where they've gotten him a couple times, and they're going to go again.
That is what it looks like the way Aiden Eichelberger set. And it's a miss for a ball. Count now 2-2 to Green.
That one didn't get up in the air like the others did, and didn't have the velocity either, so I'm not sure what the pitch was. Two count here.
Pitch. Breaking ball called strike 3. Backdoor slider gets him for out number 1.
3 strikeouts tonight here for Green as he's struggled to figure out Jacob Comley here, who's done a great job of pitching, finding the batter's weaknesses and exploiting it.
Blosser now up the bat. His last time up was the RBI single in the 4th, getting the first run of the ball game.
Tomlinson over there getting some signals, getting a little happy on his end.
Get a time called right before Comley got going. So we reset here. Pitch. Breaking ball and it drops in for strike 1 to Blosser.
We don't have a very good view of any of the warm-up bullpens, so we're not sure if anybody's warming up for either team.
Yep. You'd expect
at the moment, Comley's a couple pitches
Jameer
away
Brown
from
doing
80.
so for Martinsburg since he got taken out. As Tomlinson came in to be a pinch runner. Another breaking ball drops in for strike 2 to Blosser now. Count 0-2. 1 out, runner on first. Top of the 6th, it's Martinsburg 2, Spring Mills 1.
Martinsburg trying to grind out a run, just like Spring Mills did in the first inning, as they tried to move some runners around.
0-2 pitch. Fastball runs in and goes off the glove of Eichelberger to the backstop, and that allows Tomlinson, the pinch runner for Brown, to take second. Count now 1-2 to Blosser.
Comley missed his spot bad there because Eichelberger set up outside to go out and talk to him a little bit. So Eichelberger set up way out, and Comley came way in. So almost didn't give his batter. He made a chance on that one for the most part. As Eichelberger did all he could to reach back across his body to keep that going from the backstop. But unfortunately for Spring Mills, and fortunately for Martinsburg, Tomlinson moved up.
Eichelberger calls time to go out and talk with his pitcher, Jacob Comley, here for a brief moment. We'll walk back behind home plate now.
It's like I said earlier about poor Eichelberger, any catcher, I have a soft spot for catchers, but, it'll say pass ball and game changer or what have you, but that was just Comley just crossed him up.
1-2. Breaking ball, swing and a miss by Blosser. Back-to-back strikeouts now by Comley here in the 6th. Make it out number 2.
Curveball, it looked like a changeup that just kind of kicked away there from Blosser.
He has a good drop on that changeup to make it look like a curveball.
Yeah.
So he pulled the string for sure. So now batting will be Loper, 2 down, and the runner at second for Martinsburg.
Loper struck out, grounded out to second, looking for her first hit of the day.
And there's that changeup again that fools the batter. Big swing and a miss for strike 1 from Loper.
Yeah, the thing that makes Comley good is that it's such a drop-off of speed, and then, he comes back with a fastball, and that changeup and curveball, that off-speed pitches really add velocity to his fastball.
Does it again. It's on the outside part of the plate, painted perfectly by Comley for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Two down.
Man on second. Martinsburg, see if they can do what Spring Mills did and get the ball in play and try to, with 2 outs and 2 strikes.
Here's the pitch from Cumley, and it's another breaking ball. Eichelberger drops it. We'll have to throw down the first, and that pulled Schwartz off the bag, but he's able to snag it and put his foot back on for out number 3.
Yeah, the ball just almost got away, but great job by Schwartz. He's saving Eichelberger there a little bit on the half throw. Come back, tag the base, and here we are going to the bottom of the 6th in a 1-run game.
Yep. We'll step aside, take a 1-minute break, and then be back with more West Virginia high school baseball here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Chevy Truck Month is on at CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg, and the savings are better than ever. Get inside a new 2025 Chevy Silverado 1500 with financing rates as low as 2.9% for 72 months, plus up to $10,000 off MSRP. Or get moving in a new 2025 Chevy Equinox and get 2.9% financing for 36 months. Every new Chevrolet comes with Chevy Complete Care and a lifetime powertrain warranty. Together, let's drive at CMA's ChevroletofMartinsburg.com. Owners just care more.
Most insurance companies see you as a claim number. Most law firms see you as a case file. When their top priority is their bottom line, you only get a fraction of the attention that you deserve. At the law firm of Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, it's personal. We listen to our clients to see the whole picture, because every part of you is important. For a team built on relationships and results, call Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson at 304 Lawyers, or visit us at burkeandschultz.com.
We welcome you back here. Our bottom of the 6th inning is brought to you by Hagerstown Ford. They're revolutionizing the car buying experience. Buy your next vehicle online. They're delivered to you. If you don't like it, they'll take it back. Visit their website, fordofhagerstown.com. Schwartz, Eichelberger, Anderson, the 4-5-6 batters due up here for Spring Mills, as looks like Grant Henderson stays put out on the mounds, but I think we still had a change as with the pinch runner at shortstop now is Tomlinson.
Instead of Brown's still there.
Is Brown still there?
Yeah, Tomlinson was taken back out. Brown re-entered.
I was looking at Game Changer, and it's had Tomlinson out there, so.
Yeah, Brown has
it does look like it is Brown out there, so you're correct. First pitch.
They look alike a little. Both are tall.
Swing for strike 1 to Schwartz. Next pitch. Fastball at the knees, called strike 2 to Schwartz.
Another 0-2 count. See what Grant decides to do here after facing Schwartz here for the 3rd time. Schwartz does have a fly out.
And that is tipped. And now we're going to have Schwartz. That should be strike 3. We're going to get a pause here as Schwartz tipped that. And Fox had it but dropped it, so I don't know. What do you think here, Tripp?
It looked like he did get it on the backswing there into the glove as Fox stood up. Again, we're right here, but unfortunately we're behind it. But they're going to call him out. So you hear the Martinsburg fanfare saying it was hit on the backswing. He definitely had a big backswing.
So that should be strike 3.
Yeah, so it's strike
it
3.
Is.
And so we had 3-pitch strike out there. So it did appear that he had foul tipped it, possibly. We don't know that. But as he come around and took his other hand off the bat, and Fox came up, they contacted, and the ball came out at that point. Umpire Rick Alderman said that he had caught the ball and that he was out and it was knocked out at some point, I guess.
On the backswing. This one now runs in and hits Eichelberger, and that's going to fire up the Spring Mills crowd and dugout as well. It's after Schwartz was kind of chirping there. First pitch hits Eichelberger. Send him down to first with 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th and a 1-run ball game. It's Martinsburg 2, Spring Mills 1. I don't think there was anything intentional there in that. Just ball got away from Henderson.
Sam Mullendor, number 2. Is that who we got out there?
I did see a 2, so that would be Mullendor, I believe.
And what happens there is you just, you're like, you hear the chirping, you want the strikeout, you get your adrenaline pumping. After a big play there, kind of get iced a little bit from the coaches and the umpire meetings, and then you come in and you overthrow a little bit. But great job by Eichelberger by taking it.
Looks like we got a designated hitter as well as Aiden Bates.
Number 19.
Comes in now for the DH spot. Anderson, who was 0 for 2, so they go with the change. I believe that's Bates, right? 19?
Maybe he's
Renner. My apologies, I was reading that
19
incorrectly. They have the numbers on the roster after the name. So that is Renner up the
Renner.
back.
Maybe he's a bunt specialist.
So, pitch. Strike to Renner.
At the moment, he looks to be swinging away here as Caden Renner steps in here. Man on first, 1 out. After the controversial strikeout and the hit by pitch.
Henderson sets. Here's the pitch. That's going to be fouled straight back by Renner. Count now 0-2. Runner at first. Signify the tying run potentially for Spring Mills. He takes his lead. Throw over, not in time.
Keeping an eye on the runner here, trying to keep the running game down. Again, Martinsburg has a younger catcher, so it's important that these guys, hold runners.
No balls, 2 strikes to Renner. Anderson, pitch. Misses outside the count, now 1-2. Anderson gets the ball back from Fox. Standing tall out on the mound. Sets. Anderson taking his time. Here comes the 1-2 pitch, and that's going to be a hard ground ball to Brown at short. Throw to second for 1, and that's all they're going to get.
Yeah, he was running down the line pretty good there. Brown stayed back there, making sure of that hop there. So they got 2 outs here. Man on first. So, again, Christian Alter's not your everyday second baseman. Generally, if Grant or Jameer's not pitching, I expect to see Alter play man center field, where he's played most of his career. But done a great job here this year, filling in when he has to and playing second and making the plays he needs to make.
Yep, you want him in the lineup. He's one of your best players, so you got to find a spot for him defensively. And today, that's second base. Now batting is Trump Power. Yep.
He has one of the base hits here that Spring Mills has here. I think it was a infield single, if I remember correctly.
Yes, and then he later came home to score, that being the only run for Spring Mills off that RBI by Anders. Last inning. First pitch called strike 1. No balls, 1 strike, 2 out. Runner at first. Here at the bottom of the 6th.
Exact game that we expected here. Great pitchers duel, low scoring. Both teams taking advantage of their opportunities.
Fouled way out of play. Count 0-2 now to Trump Power.
After they both stranded runners early, then they got an opportunity there in the middle of the game to bring home some runs when they got the opportunity. Both capitalized on that. Then both pitchers shut it down quickly. And we're seeing the 2-strike man on first, 2-strike, 2 outs.
Here it is, a grounder to the second baseman by Trump Power.
Alter doing the things he has to do.
Alter throws to first for the out to retire the side and leave the runner stranded. We've played through 6 so far. It's Martinsburg 2, Spring Mills 1. We'll take a 1-minute break, then be back with the 7th here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
At Carter Myers Automotive, what we do today will tomorrow become what we've done. That's why Owners Just Do More no longer defines us. Our work is never done because what we live by doesn't have a finish line. We care. Our company of owners is moving lives forward every day. by finding more ways to care before, during, and after your purchase. Because when you're happy, so are we. Carter Myers Automotive. Proud to be the owners who just care more.
Brown's Funeral Home and Cremations, Robert Fields & Sons, hope to see you at the 28th Annual Eastern Panhandle Home Show on March 29th and 30th in the Martinsburg Roundhouse to learn about what they provide whenever a loved one has passed away. Their booth number is FS53, which is located just outside the silent auction. Brown's Funeral Home and Cremations is the trusted name in funeral services in Martinsburg, Inwood, and Charlestown Ranson. Are proudly serving the area since 1880 and are proud to be a part of the 28th Annual Eastern Panhandle Home Show.
It happens here and there. We welcome you back here to Spring Mills as we head to the 7th inning. Our top of the 7th inning brought to you by Smallwood & Small Insurance in Martinsburg, your total insurance solution, located at 1250 Edwin Miller Boulevard, Suite 301. Call 304-263-3361. Due up, bottom part of the lineup for the Bulldogs, Armolt, Zarnecki, Brown, the 7, 8, 9 batters as they lead Spring Mills here so far 2-1. It's been a pretty good game so far. Pitchers duel, both sides, only 3 hits each, 1 error each as well defensively. Armolt, the DH, coming up the bat here against Jacob Cumley. By the way, we have a final score in the boys basketball state tournament, and it's an upset. Get you that here after this pitch from Cumley. First pitch swinging by Armolt is strike 1. George Washington has beat Morgantown 49-47, so we will not have a boys basketball state championship rematch. It will be Spring Mills taking on George Washington tomorrow as that fouled back. It's the count now 0-2 to Armolt. So Morgantown's reign has officially come to an end. No chance to go back to back to back to back. 3 straight times and over for the Mohegans. 0-2 pitch. That's going to be popped up, foul territory on the first base side. Schwartz going over towards the dugout and will make the catch behind his head for the out. That'll bring up Zarnecki. Zarnecki now up to bat with 1 out here and nobody on after that pop-up by Armolt. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a breaking ball. Softly grounded by Zarnecki right back to Cumley on the mound. He'll jog his way over towards first base, then underhand toss it to Swartz for out number 2. So 4 pitches, 2 outs so far here at the top of the 7th for the bottom of the lineup of the Bulldogs. Ground out to the pitcher for Zarnecki, and then pop out to Armolt for the first out.
Very efficient inning so far for Cumley, which is what he needed as his pitch count climbed there a little bit. Do see some action in Martinsburg's pen, so maybe 80 was the number that they were going to be comfortable with Henderson.
Cumley now at 87 pitches.
Or it could be that he's just warming up just in case there is trouble in the 7th, and they can
Could
just
be too.
swap.
Yeah. Might be the case so that maybe you can use him tomorrow in the doubleheader. First pitch from Cumley to Brown. It's taken as it's missed, though, for ball 1.
2-1 game here early in the season. It's going to be a lot of good pitching here in the EPAC this year. Both these teams have some pretty good pitchers on that staff that can certainly shut things down.
1-0 pitch. Just missed. All 2 to Brown.
Alter last year threw a lot of mop-up innings and had a lot of closes for Martinsburg, so another arm that Martinsburg has in that arsenal back there.
2 balls, no strikes here with 2 outs in the top of the 7th. R.J. Brown, pitch from Cumley in the dirt. That's ball 3.
R.J. is a guy with speed who gets on with the 1-1 lead. Very possible that if he could get on, he's going to take a chance, maybe an opportunity to move up. So this walk could turn into a double if Cumley doesn't fight back from this 3-0 count.
See if Brown has the green light with the 3-0. Here's the windup in the pitch. And that's a strike. Count now 3-1 as Brown lets it go by. It's Martinsburg 2, Spring Mills 1 here in the top of the 7th inning. Cumley's pitch. And that is strike 2 on the outside corner as Brown was already making his way down first base, but might not have gotten the call because of showing up the umpire. Who knows? So he has to come back, and grab his bat off the ground, and lock back in here with a full count and 2 down. Payoff pitch. That's called strike 3. Brown goes down looking. 3 up, 3 down. Go the Bulldogs in the top of the 7th. It will stay 2-1. Spring Mills down to its final 3 outs. We'll see how it concludes, possibly after this 1-minute break. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
Hey, it's Cody from Cody's Auto Body.
You're a potty mouth.
But we do a really great job fixing cars after an accident.
I know, but you're still a potty mouth.
I'm possibly the best friend you could ever have.
You are, but potty mouth.
If you need your car repaired, come to Cody's Auto Body, located at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. Because that's Cody's with a T for f***ing trust.
See? Potty mouth.
Leave me alone.
Welcome back as we head to the bottom of the 7th, brought to you by Cody's Auto Body at 851 Wilson Street, Martinsburg. Call 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page as we have a call to the bullpen for the Martinsburg Bulldogs, which is brought to you by Smallwood and Small Insurance in Martinsburg, your total insurance solution, located at 1250 Edwin Miller Boulevard, Suite 301. Call them at 304-263-3361. As it's a straight swap between the pitcher's mound and the shortstop position. So now on the mound doing the pitching for the Bulldogs is Jameer Brown, trying to get the close here in the bottom of the 7th. Grant Henderson moves from the mound over to shortstop. Take a look here at his final stat line. 6 innings, 3 hits given up, 1 run, which was not earned, 1 walk, and 8 strikeouts tonight for Henderson. Brown will have to face the 8-9-1 batters due up here in the bottom of the 7th. Butts, Wysocki, Anders. 1 run to tie, 2 to win for Spring Mills as they try for the first time ever, I believe. It might be. No, I think 2018 the last time. Never mind. It's the first time in a while to beat the Bulldogs.
Yeah, there was early in the 2018, 2017, they had a pretty stout team down here at times. A little fell off there a little bit, but Coach Bradley Barrett there's stuck with it there, stuck with these young guys, and now he's got a plethora of talent here and some pitching, and looks to do some big things here this year.
First pitch taken by Butts for strike 1 from Brown.
Martinsburg in a no doubles defense, making sure that if he does find the hole, he doesn't find the line there or get anything down in the corner.
0 for 2 today, struck out swinging his first time up. Last time up, grounded out to first. Next one, a fastball, called strike 2. It's a familiar spot, even with a new pitcher, an 0-2 count for Spring Mills. Brown sets, the 0-2 pitch. Called strike 3. Butts goes down looking.
1, 2, 3, huh? Just Coach Valor and Coach Zarnecki must have said throw it across the plate and see if we can catch her, if they can hit it. And he just threw 3 fastballs across the plate.
Tough to hit it when you don't swing.
Number 9 hitter Wysocki here is part of a little bit of the inning that Spring Mills did score there as he found his way on base, I believe, there.
Yep, he reached base on an error by Zarnecki in that 5th inning, but got stranded at 3rd as the pitch. A ball low in the dirt. Count 1-0 now to Wysocki. Brown sets. Pitch. Right at the letters. Evens up the count. 1-1.
I think Zarnecki just decided to hold that, and I think he got an infield single there as far as game changer.
This pitch. Strike. Count 1-2. They ruled it as an error for me on Game Changer.
Oh, did they? Okay. I'm watching one team, you must be watching the other.
Yeah.
It was iffy. It was a soft infield hit there that he gutted out and grounded out. And
here's the 1-2. That is in the dirt. Skips past Fox, but no runners on, no damage done. Count, though, even now at 2 apiece. And so far, Martinsburg, 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 error. Spring Mills, 1 run, 3 hits, 1 error.
Been a well-played game by 2 very good teams here tonight coming out of the gate.
Brown trying to get back-to-back strikeouts as here comes the 2-2 pitch. Wysocki pops it up over our heads. Keeps the at-bat alive.
Got to see everybody's Adam's apple. Everybody's head went back, watched it go over the back.
Forgot what the night sky looked like. Clear night here tonight, unlike yesterday. The rain in the area. Again, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, bottom of the 7th, 1-run ball game. Martinsburg trying to hold on to a 2-1 lead. 2-2 pitch, breaking ball, misses. Count now full to Wysocki. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Big pitch here with the leadoff batter on deck.
Yep, Anders, who had that RBI single his last time up in the 5th. Brown sets. Here comes the payoff pitch to Wysocki. Swing and a miss, strike 3. He gets the back-to-back strikeouts.
That was a big pitch there, big at bat.
Spring Mills now down to possibly its final out of the game, unless they can muster up a 2-out rally. Down 2-1 here to Martinsburg. Anders 2 for 3 today so far. Brown's first pitch to Anders. Low and into the backstop for ball 1.
One-0 count here, the leadoff batter. Anders just stood there and kind of froze himself as he's been holding stiff since that ball went to the backstop, and he never really stepped out or anything.
1-0, big swing and a miss by Anders. Count now 1-1 as Brown loses his hat on that pitch.
He's got the flow going.
He does have the flow going, which is why the hat can't stay on the head. It's always been issues with Bulldogs. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs, nobody on. Pitch. Called strike 2 to Anders.
Spring Mills down to their final strike here.
Martinsburg trying to get behind its pitcher, Jameer Brown. He takes a deep breath. Here comes the 1-2 pitch to Anders. And he'll let it go by for strike 3. Jameer Brown comes in and closes the door by striking out the side. Martinsburg gets the win over Spring Mills, 2-1. It's the first win of the season. Martinsburg 1-0. Spring Mills now falls to 2-1. Great game here tonight, Tripp. Any thoughts before we get to the post-game show?
That was a great game. I expected to see those two guys throw that well. I didn't know they were going to throw that well this early. I expected them to have great games, but the games that they had, the Cumley and Grant Henderson matching each other pitch for pitch was just tremendous to see that. Spring Mills has a potent offense. They pounded out 20 hits there just 2 nights ago against Lewis County, and to be shut down like they were, just says a lot for what Grant Henderson can do and what he's going to do this season. And Cumley shutting out this Martinsburg offense. Martinsburg's a well-coached team that finds a way to win games, finds a way to get base runners on, get them around, and they were basically shut out as well. A couple of timely base hits from Martinsburg is the difference in the game. Spring Mills couldn't get that timely base hit, and that was just the difference. And then, of course, Jameer Brown coming in and getting those 3 strikeouts was just tremendous save for him. So, yeah, huge play by Salazar Necky, moving, getting that base hit and moving up and scoring on there. To give his pitchers a chance there and give them the go-ahead and run, and giving Grant Henderson a chance to get the win.
Let's step aside and take a 1-minute break. Just make it a 1-minute break back at the studio, Nick. And on the other side of that break, we'll get into our post-game show here on Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg and TV10.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanic Insurance Companies. For over a century, we have been dedicated to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. We specialize in auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Our products are backed with personal, hands-on service. You can trust us to protect what matters most to you. For all of your insurance needs, there's Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies.
Thank you. We welcome you back here as fumbling through, getting a headset here, making sure we're ready for post-game interviews, as our final score tonight is Martinsburg 2 and Spring Mills 1. So the Bulldogs are now 1-0 to begin the season, and Spring Mills falls to 2-1 as we welcome you into our post-game show here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10. The post-game show is brought to you by the Palace Lounge on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg, with a full lunch and dinner menu and daily specials and a clean and comfortable atmosphere. Make sure to check out the Palace Lounge menu on the Palace Lounge Facebook page. So, waiting for Martinsburg to wrap up its post-game convo, and we will get into our game summary, brought to you by the Mansion Freddie Law Firm in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. Visit them online at wvjusticelawyers.com. Even though Jacob Cumley struck out 11 batters, Spring Mills still fell to Martinsburg here tonight. Cumley surrendered 3 hits and 2 runs over the 7 innings while walking 2. Pitching on both sides was strong, as both sides finished with 11 strikeouts. For the Bulldogs, it was 8 strikeouts coming from Henderson, and then Brown closing the door, getting the save with 3 strikeouts in that bottom of the 7th inning. So Grant Henderson earned the win for the Bulldogs. Bryce Anders led Spring Mills with 2 hits and 4 at-bats from the leadoff position. Christian Alter led Martinsburg with 1 run batted in. Second baseman went 1 for 3 on the day. Alter, Blosser, and Silas Zarnecki each collected 1 hit for the Bulldogs. Brown got 2 stolen bases as well to get that 2-1 win. So Martinsburg finishing up here. Let's quickly get some game stats brought to you by CMA's Martinsburg and Winchester dealerships. They're proud to be the owners who just care more. As I said, Henderson with the win, 6 innings pitched, 3 hits, giving up 1 run, 8 strikeouts, 1 walk. Brown, that final inning, getting 3 strikeouts as well for Cumley. 7 innings pitched, 3 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 11 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Anders with the RBI, a 2-for-4 day for him, but he struck out twice as well. The other hit came from Landon Trumpbauer, who went 1-for-3, but also scored a run for Martinsburg. Alter, a 1-for-3 day with the RBI. Blosser, a 1-for-3 day as well, and then Zarnecki, a 1-for-3 day as well. So send that in here for our post-game interview so that we can get things going here. Make sure you get some extra wiring possibly as well. Turn you back up to Trip for it here, as we are now joined by tonight's player of the game, which is brought to you by Parsons Ford at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number one by making you number one first. Parsons, and tonight's player of the game, the winning pitcher for the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Grant Henderson. Grant, congrats on the win. A big game for you out on the mound, getting the job done with 8 strikeouts, and seemed very confident out there, especially with the fastball, and not afraid to attack the Spring Mills hitters, getting ahead in the count all game long. How'd you feel out there?
I mean, I felt great. Of course, it was the first start of the season, so I was kind of going out there just trying to attack early with fastballs, trying to get ahead in counts, limited pitch count, which I thought the team really helped out well with getting ground balls, getting weak contact, so they kind of helped out getting those outs. But, yeah, I felt great.
So in that 5th inning there, you had a couple soft singles. They kind of looked like it might come unraveled there, and then you get the fly out there. You take us through that inning there when bases loaded. What was going through your mind? Your EPAC here Friday night, the dugout on the Spring Mills dugout starting to get a little wired up. Can you take us through that last out there?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely got a little nervous whenever I walked to one dude, and one dude got on, so I kind of got a little yipped up. But I mean, I kind of feed off the fire whenever they get chirpy, so whenever they started doing that, it kind of fed me up.
So Friday night EPAC, one of your first varsity starts, you come out of here, you're a player of the game. You got 8 strikeouts. You had 11 altogether. You had full command there, 0-2 most of the time throughout the night. As you went through, did you change your approach to attack these guys the second time through, the third time through?
No, me and Coach Art pretty much talked about it before game where we wanted to attack the batters, and we kind of stuck to that game plan the whole game.
All right, well, congratulations. You had a great game.
Thank you.
Thank you, Grant. We'll have him swap out now with head coach of the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Aaron Byler, grabbing the headset from him. Coach Byler, tough one here to open things up for the season, a pitcher's duel, but your guys come out on top 2-1. Early adversity, what'd you like from your team?
Yeah, we have 3 guys in that lineup that played varsity baseball last year. I think they have 9. Grant Henderson didn't pitch a single varsity inning last year. So for what he was able to do, come out, throw strikes all day. I thought we played pretty good defense behind him. I think we only had 1 error, and I think we only walked 2. And Braden Fox, our catcher, is only a sophomore, didn't have a single pass ball. So you're just really proud of their effort and how they handled things, really proud of how they handled things when Spring Mills had a little bit of momentum there and scored that run. Just overall, I think a gritty effort from a really young baseball team.
You spoke on Grant, and Grant talked us through that, but something that stands out to me is Silas Zarnecki, sophomore, gets a base hit, has a huge IQ play to move up to second. For a young man like that, it says a lot about his baseball IQ, says a lot about your coaching staff and what you guys expect out of those. But couldn't be more proud of him in that situation. And what was going through your mind when you seen him move up on that play?
Yeah, I mean, Silas is a hard worker. I mean, he's been around baseball for since he was little. Just really proud of him moving up there, and then he moves up, and we got 2 very big clutch hits out of 2 seniors, and Christian Alter and Jacob Blaser. I mean, those are 2 big-time clutch hits that we needed and we got, and just proud of that.
Yeah, the difference in the game there, of course. So you had a sophomore catcher behind the plate, and he did an excellent job, I felt, of catching. Of course, catching is a tough spot to be in, but then you have a pitcher who's on, which helps a little bit. So they seem to be locked up already together this year. So, what did you think about your sophomore catcher?
No, I mean, Braden Fox has done a great job. Coach Sherman does a great job working with the catchers. You have to give him a lot of credit. You even came out a couple days and helped the catchers in the off season. So I appreciate that. Can't say enough about Braden. We talked to him. It's not always going to be easy with this young group that we have, and we're going to go through some highs and some lows, and there might be some days where our young kids don't play well. Fortunately tonight, in the moment of the EPAC Friday night, they really stepped up and played well. And, I think for us it's just such a great win. I don't think a lot of people, like I told you in the pregame, are expecting us to do much. But, that dugout kind of thinks a little differently. Our program kind of thinks a little bit differently. And we expected to come up here and win tonight. We knew it wouldn't be easy, but just super proud of the effort.
Short turnaround, got to get to Berkeley Springs tomorrow. You can't practice, you can't work on things. All you can do is give verbal instruction. What'd you tell the team afterwards?
Yeah, it's one of those things where you wish you could play one game, have 3 days of practice, play one game, have 3 days of practice. I just told them it's a lot easier to get up tomorrow morning and play Berkeley Springs in the cold 1-0 than it is 0-1. And that's pretty well the message. I told them they can enjoy it for about the length of our post-game huddle and got to get home, get to bed, get back on the bus. That's just kind of how the high school baseball season works. A lot of these kids haven't been through that grind, so they'll experience tomorrow morning when they're a little sore and a little tired, and see if we can fight through it and get another one and keep things rolling.
Who can we expect to see on the mound tomorrow?
Christian Alter's going to start tomorrow.
Game 1, Game 2?
It's not a doubleheader. It's a varsity at 12, JV after. So Christian Alter's going to start tomorrow. Bradley Loper in relief, and we'll go from there. But as far as tonight goes, super proud of them. Get home, get a little sleep, and see if we can do it again tomorrow. Thank you guys for being here.
Thank you, Coach Bradley. Go warm up, and congrats on the 2-1 win. Our post-game interview is also brought to you by Trips Flooring. Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring needs? Call Trips Flooring at 304-229-7009 or online at tripsfloorstanding.com. That'll wrap things up for us here tonight. Looking ahead next week, it looks like our schedule looks like this. On Tuesday night, we'll be at Musselman as they play host to Jefferson at 7 p.m. And then on Friday night, we'll be at P.O. Faulkner Park as the Martinsburg Bulldogs play host to the Hedgesville Eagles. So 2 baseball games for you next week on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10. But that'll wrap things up for us. For Nick Verzolini back at the studio, Alec Epperson, Kyler High, and Trip Tobin, I'm Colin McLaughlin signing off here tonight. Once again, final score, Martinsburg 2, Spring Mills 1. This has been West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10.
You've been listening to West Virginia High School Baseball. Today's game broadcast has been brought to you by
Trips Flooring, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Burke Schultz Herman and Jenkinson Personal Injury Attorneys, Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies, the Larry DeMarco Team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results, Cody's Auto Body, Hagerstown Ford, Brown's Funeral Home and Cremations Robert Fields & Sons, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, Floor Pools, Smallwood and Small Insurance, CMA Martinsburg and Winchester Dealerships, Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, The Palace Lounge, WVU Medicine Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, the Murius Group Ameriprise Financial Services LLC, and the Berkeley County Health Department.
For the continued excitement of high school, college, and Major League Baseball, keep it tuned to FM 106.5, AM 740, Comcast Cable Channel 10, and online talkradiowrnr.com. All rights reserved.